Hello. I misclicked then. Welcome, welcome. We're here another day, another dollar, another dime, another crazy Raid Shadow Legends update. Yes, +4 Whisper Wen. Big thank you to Benzo for the $20. I really appreciate it. Welcome, Benzo. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Only like 13 minutes late today. Isn't that good, right? It's kind of good. For me, that's pretty good. Yeah, we got. I suppose we should start talking about the roadmap. I haven't done a video because I feel like people are just gonna hate me for doing it. What do you get? It should tell you what you get. Do you mean subscription or memberships? Twitch foam. TwitchCon foam pit. Yes, I know what you're referencing. So I'll tell you, I think everything that is in the roadmap is great. I just don't like the order in which they've put it in. Michael with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. If you've had a gifted membership of Michael, make sure you give him a big thanks. I really appreciate everyone who supports the channel, is here all the time for every single stream, and, you know, hangs out. So I'll tell you why, and it's not that I hate it, and this is why I kind of haven't done the video, because it's very difficult to like eloquate it in a video without people just hating me. There's a very important thing that I don't like about it, and I'll tell you why. Let's pull it up first. Let's jump straight into the hot topic, shall we? Oh, TwitchCon, thank you so much for becoming a minion. So, by the way, guys, if you have just got a minion membership, make sure you join the Discord, where if you connect your YouTube profile with your Discord profile, you can do that in settings, then you can automatically get given the role in Discord, which will unlock a bunch of different secret rooms that we have in there for members to talk about things like share their moments and all that kind of stuff. There's also like my share links to my account is in there, and lots of any hidden tips that I find. Generally, members get preview to all my videos. I'm gonna get back into recording videos tomorrow. It's back on my schedule. I'm trying to get back on top of everything. So let's just talk about this then, I guess. Let's get it out of the way. It's probably the hottest topic to talk about. Let's talk about it. Now, I will say, everything on this list, apart from the artifact removal booster item, I'm all for. I'm all for it. Everything on this list, I'm all for it, except for the booster item. And I'll explain why. Ooh, look, Nubraid's in the house. Are we all excited, by the way, for tomorrow? We're about to see the rising star of Mr. Nubraids. He's going to be... I think Nubraids could well be the next... whatever they call him in America. All those talk show hosts, right? The next... what's the British guy that went over to America? James Corden. I reckon we could have Nubraids, next talk show host, Raid After Dark. That's the plan. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, Nubraids is co-hosting the Raid official community awards tomorrow, 3 p.m. UK time. I don't know what it is, UTC. Looking absolutely dashing. I must say, looking absolutely dashing. They've done a very good job of the whole event so far. It looks really cool, so I'm really excited to see how it goes. Nubraids is the next Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, exactly. 20 gifted memberships from Benzo. Oh man, you are going absolutely insane. I really appreciate it, Benzo. Every gifted one. I really appreciate it. The chat is going crazy with gifted memberships right now. But yeah, it's going to be on YouTube. Let me grab the link if anyone doesn't know. I'll probably be doing a watch along with Hell Hades. I think Hell Hades is going to be potentially doing it.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, that was loud. Also, a bit of a shout out to some of the people in the community as well. In the trailer there, we've also got people like Short on Skills, who is part of the community that works really hard on the clan boss side of things, has been part of Raid for years. Gremlin Boy, I speak to regularly on and helps me out making sure the optimizer is working optimally. There's a bunch of other moderators like Quinn, Corey. There's one as well I forget, which is Marker. There's loads of people that you may not know that work super hard behind the scenes to make sure the community is all added. So it's very nice of Raid to shout out those people in that trailer video as well. So, with all that said, with Benzo going crazy with gifted memberships, with Michael going crazy with gifted memberships, with everyone joining and all this kind of fun, and John also becoming a minion, good lord, everyone is going crazy. Let's talk about these quality of life features, shall we? So, first things first, everything on this list is great apart from the booster item. What I don't like is the order, because I feel like priorities are a bit weird here, right? What I don't like is the priority of these things. Personally, I would say the epic enhancement, the epic empowerment is like the least most important thing here. And the only reason why I say that, empowering an epic, based on the way that Raid will probably implement it, is never going to add that much value to your champions. It's going to affect very few scenarios. It's going to basically make it so that your clan boss is slightly more damage. The rare only and the epic only rooms for Cintranos are slightly less of a nightmare, but still a nightmare. And your Hydra teams where you might use an epic like Ugo might have like a little bit more accuracy. Because I know for a fact what they're probably going to do is it's going to be still a +4, but it'll be half the amount of stats you get than a legendary. We only have to see how they've done with blessings. It's going to be a very similar system where epics get less stats, but they still get to +4. It's a good change. It's just a little bit late. Like, had they made epic empowerment like a year ago, I'd be all for it. But with mythical champions on the rise, with more legendaries being given out, with more high star awakening legendaries given out, like fusions now come with 5-star stones, we're using epics far less. So the impact of that one thing is less. It's not that it's a bad feature, it's just that is it more valuable than having the ability to find sets on accessories, or having a better Hydra Clash experience, or having the ability to save a gear loadout, which is what I think presets are. Like, I don't really feel like this is the most important thing out of all of these. I would have put it all the way back, personally. Because what we don't know here is, okay, they've got Hydra Clash participation rewards. How long is this roadmap? What is the cadence of this roadmap? Is this like 3 months? If so, a lot of my concerns are a little bit limited. If it's like 9 months, like by the time I get to the Hydra Clash participation rewards, like the whole could be whole different systems in the game. We could have brand new content pieces, you know? So it's kind of like, well, how long is it going to take us to get to all of these other things? Because if we're prioritizing epic empowerment over something like fixing Hydra Clash problems or fixing the fact that I can't even find accessory filters, it's a bit like, nah, I don't know. It should be pretty easy to do. I'm not saying it shouldn't be, but they did say all this year. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. They hope to do it this year, but this year's 7 months. I feel like the Hydra Clash one is super easy to fix though, right? Don't you feel like the major issue with Hydra Clash is that position 4 and 5 don't get any rewards? So if you just basically give slot 4 and 5 rewards, surely that's just a quick win. Like surely that is just a simple thing to do. Like, next patch, move the chest from 3 down to 4 and 5 and make 1 a little bit better. Like, that at least buys you time to deal with maybe balancing issue in Hydra Clash, that at least someone can always win something. I don't really see how that's a difficult thing to do, you know? Yeah, like, just give worse chests for 4th and 5th, so at least when I do it, even if I come last, I get something. That's not that hard, surely. I haven't seen anyone's videos yet. I've been really busy today, so. But like, you know what I mean? Like, in terms of Hydra Clash participation rewards, is the music too high? Let me turn down. I was wondering. It's funny. I have the music volume all the way at super low, right? I have it all the way super low, but it seems to just be dominant. So I'll turn it right down. Hopefully that should help. It's a bit weird. When I listen to it, it's like super... It's probably just because my speakers are turned quite low down as well. So let me know if that's still a bit too loud or too quiet. But I feel like all you really need to do to make the experience of Hydra Clash a little bit better is just give something for the people who don't win, right? So 1, 2, 3 can get better rewards. 4 and 5 can get some rewards. You don't necessarily need to punish people in 4th and 5th for getting absolutely nothing, because what you never want to do is create game content where I do something and I get absolutely nothing for it. And I think that's the biggest problem with Hydra Clash. I think where it generates a lot of negativity is you either have to get 1, 2, or 3, or you get absolutely nothing. So just take the lesser chest from position 3 and put it on position 5, and then just uplift the rewards, and you know, it should be pretty straightforward. I'll try 9 decibels. Maybe try... How's that music? Perfect? Nice. There we go. So yeah, like... Exactly, Elixium. It's not that hard, right? I don't really feel like that's a big problem to solve. So I don't know why it's like the last thing to solve. Like, the only thing I can think of, it must be tied to something. Now, what would make sense is if they're tying all of the Hydra Clash problems along with this boss rework that they're planning on doing. So maybe that's why it's so late in the roadmap, that they're going to have like this one big mega patch on like all the boss changes, including all the rewards. We'll have to see. I do think it's quite a big problem with Hydra Clash, cool, especially in the current meta where you're being driven towards stone skin accessories. I do think actually the fact that you are almost forced into running extremely long Hydra teams just to get a win is killing a little bit of clan enthusiasm, because people might want to actually participate and still do something, but they don't want to sit there for 2 hours. I do think it's somewhat of a problem. I don't think necessarily it's the biggest problem, but I don't... So what I was simply saying is I don't understand why it's a difficult thing not to solve. Like, it's really easy. You can fix it in a patch. It's not that big. Yeah, probably. So yeah, the reason why, by the way, I'm not a fan of this artifact removal booster item is I think they are caving to the people that are requesting free regearing on demand. So this is the I think this will be the idea that I can consume an item to grant myself a small period of time for regearing, which in itself has merits, but only if you just don't solve the problem of regearing. I feel like this is now going to be the answer that they have for, well, you know, why is regearing a problem now? You can do it whenever you want, instead of actually fixing the underlying problem, which is it costs too much silver to do everything in the game. So I feel like this is like a get out of jail card, which is why I don't like it. If you just simply managed the economy a little bit better and gave players a little bit more silver back, then this wouldn't be such a pressing issue. And this won't solve that problem because it's still going to cost me silver. And I guarantee you they will make this a premium item and they'll sell it. So they'll make it a whale thing, which is what I don't like about it. Because it's almost like, you know, the pipe is leaking, and instead of actually replacing the pipe, we're going to like stick a plaster on that will come off every so often. You know what I mean? It's not really the answer. It won't be clan-wide. Don't be silly. It will literally be an item which you activate that gives you free regearing, because I'm pretty sure they have something like that in the return event. You know, when you come back to the game after a while, I'm pretty sure there's some sort of bonus you can claim there. So it's probably going to be that as a consumable item. I actually think the 1 a month is fine. Honestly, I just think they need to balance the silver economy. I don't think it's a big issue. I just think you need to balance the silver economy. Yeah, there you go, Big Pops. That's probably what it's going to be, right? It's going to be something that they'll literally take what they already have and just make it into an item. Like, I just think, like, if you just, like I said, Fix the campaign style penalty, so when I farm Dragon and Ice Golem, I get more silver. Increase the clan bonus, so instead of it just being campaign silver bonus, it's all bonuses. And if you just take the cost of swapping gear down by 25%, I think those 3 steps alone will solve pretty much all of this problem for the short term. Like, you don't need to engineer an extra item to make a player choose when to do something. If you just fix the underlying problem, you still have swap costs, you still have a silver economy, you're just balancing it out a little bit. That's all I would suggest. So, hey man, welcome. How are you doing? No, it'll be a premium currency item, like barrels and feasts, right? That's exactly what it's going to be, like a barrel and a feast. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy. Oh, look, Fateless. The company's in the house. Oh, God. And I will say, the biggest thing I'm excited about is artifact presets. I think that is basically loadouts. Wrong account. Fiction, like, taking on his many pseudonyms. Hey, Fix. How's it going? I honestly think artifact presets is the biggest improvement here. I know a lot of people will be raving about the tavern quality of life. The only reason why I'm not really considering that is it's coming like next week. So like, it is what it is. It's stuff that we should have had for ages. But the presets is the one thing I think many players are looking forward to, because it just means, I think it's going to be like, if I build a champion, I can save it as a preset. So if I swap gear, I can just quickly load it back in. It doesn't necessarily fix the underlying silver economy, but it fixes the time economy, right? How long it takes me to re-gear a hero. I can just save something for Centranos, and if I want to go back and rebuild that, then I can. So yeah, Fix doesn't leak. You need to go get Simon leaks for that. Yeah, Nubraids is co-hosting. So, but yeah, I mean, what I will say is these are all really good quality of life features. The tavern improvements look really good. I think presets will be great if they do it correctly. We absolutely need our accessory filter so we can exclude sets and various different things on accessories. That's quite obvious, something we need. So that's a great quality of life. I really hate the booster because I think it's going to be their excuse clause to not actually fix the economy. And I don't really think, like, I don't really see why that's taking so long, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that Hydra Clash is taking so long because it's going to be paired with larger boss reworks that they've already announced. I just don't think, and maybe there's just an end game mentality, I just don't think Epic Empowerment is going to make all that difference when it actually becomes a system. And the reason why I say that is because normal empowerment isn't that important anymore. I know it sounds crazy and you'll probably tell me I'm absolutely smoking something, but in reality, these stats now are just not that strong. In the world of, would you rather a blessing or these stats? I'd rather just get a 6-star blessing. Yeah, even with, like, the thing is, what you got to remember is, what impact does it have on players? Okay, what impact does it have on my Seer? My Seer can pretty much one-shot everything in the game with no buffs. I can go into, for example, Ice Golem. I can go all the way to stage 10 hard. And I can go my team here. Yeah. I can pretty much, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 buffs, I can just one-shot everything. So what does a +4 Seer give me? Now, I'm being very selfish in that statement because not everyone has got my Seer. But you know what I mean? It's like, do I need to get a +4 Seer? If anything, I don't want a +4 Seer. And the reason why I say that is it's already a nightmare to try and get her to die on these bosses. Right? Her only job for me is to kill the wave. Once she's killed the wave, I want her to be defeated. If I make her even stronger, then it's going to take her twice as long to die, because essentially Empowerment's going to give her universal stats. She's going to get defense, attack, HP, and all these other things. I don't really want that because the Awakening bonus is already ruining it. Like, sometimes she lives too many times, and this run will go a lot slower. So it's kind of like, well, is that empowerment really going to change anything? For Seer, no. For Seeker, my clan boss might get an extra 2 million damage. Yeah, like, support champions will get a bit of accuracy, which is kind of cool. Like, what I will say is, like, if we look at the stats you can get, these stats are not going to be universal. You are not going to get 40% on an epic. What they will do is, I think they will halve everything here. Everything you see here, I think they're going to halve, or they might even take away the crit rate. I think they'll just halve the lot. That's the thing, QWERTY, isn't it? It's like, people might say, well, for an early to mid game account, it's great. It's like, but are you actually getting enough epics to +4 to really make a difference, right? Are you getting 5 stag knights? Probably not, unless you're getting super bad luck. And then when you get to end game, it's like, well, I'm barely using epics. It's the best of times. I think it'll be very good for Sintranos, but again, this is, like I was saying before, the pipe's leaking with Sintranos, in the sense that we hate doing these epic and rare-only moments, and it's like, instead of fixing the restrictions, which is the main concern and complaint about Sintranos, they've literally gone, well, we've made the champions a bit easier, you know, we've made the champions stronger. Well, what if you just made the restrictions less horrible, then we wouldn't need this. So, you know, I don't know, it might be good in some places. I just think players will quickly realize that actually empowering epics doesn't really add much use. Like, I was looking at my teams, for example. So if we look at my teams here, in terms of the teams that I use. So this one is just my Sand Devil. Does empowering my Godseeker and Eerie to +5, which is a void epic, which is quite hard to get, really make a difference? No. She's already doing it 100% as it is. So empowering my Aniri will make a thing. Seer kills everything already. Doesn't make a difference. Akimtum could literally be anyone in the world. So, and it's doing it already in 10 seconds. Empowering Akimtum is going to make no difference to this team. Potentially empowering a Geomancer helps because you get more accuracy. But if I'm only getting like 20 accuracy or 30 accuracy from the empowerment, is that worth it? I can just go and get 2 crest great area bonuses and get exactly the same thing. So it depends on the stats, right? The stats will be a big important factor. If you don't get much from the empowerment, that's going to really hurt it. If you get the full whack from empowerment, it could be quite good. You know, and I would also say, what about rare champions? Why can't I empower my rare champion then? Poor Cold Heart would actually be quite useful. Renegade would be quite useful, you know? So when we actually look at it, I'm using Seer, Geomancer, and Akimtum, and Aniri as epics. Everything else, oh, and Fire Knight. I mean, Fire Knight is probably one of the biggest areas because of Neldor, Farrakhan, Creodon. That's where I think epics would really stand out with those. But apart from that, like, it's Whisper. And probably Clan Boss. But again, what is empowering in my Clan Boss going to help me? I'm already doing 200 million. So it's not even like you can say, well, your gear is so strong it doesn't matter. I was already 1-keying with basic gear. So what does empowering my Seeker to do a little bit more damage going to mean? Not much, I would suggest. I think what they've done is they've just gone, it doesn't matter at all. We can copy-paste the system, and players will feel like we're giving them something, even though we're actually giving them nothing of much value. Like, it's not going to really have much of an impact on the gameplay. But, you know, maybe it's just my glass half full. I do have one Whisper. Dithey is someone I'm going to have to chase, but I only have none of them. So I do have, by the way, like 1 billion Madame Cereses. So I can +4 Madame Ceres straight away. For some reason. Don't really know why. Let's see what we got then. Let me sort by faction. Can't sort by champion, unfortunately. I got a lot of Royal Guards, so we can rock a +4 Royal Guard pretty quickly. I'll probably keep a lot of Shamaels as well. That makes sense. I think it's going to affect Hydra and Sintranos the most, if I'm being honest. Hydra and Sintranos the most is where I think it's going to be a big deal. So very few. So what I'm probably going to do is I will do a video tomorrow on the epics that I would suggest people start saving. Because what you got to remember is, like, champion storage. How long are we going to have to wait for epic empowerment? Tomorrow is a summoning event. People will start saving all of their duplicate epics now that they want to keep. But where the hell do they go? Because I'm at, like, literal capacity. I cannot, like, I know I can upgrade all the way up to 400, but, like, look how expensive this is. It's so expensive. I'm not spending 500 gems just to slot 10 more champions. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's so expensive. But yeah, Hydra champions, probably Cintrano's champions like Daithi, Siege Hulk, Zargalas. They'll be quite good. What I will probably do is go through the Cintrano's coverage, pick out the stages where they're epic only, like where it's like restrictions are epic and rare, and then highlight those champions for players so people can start saving copies of those, because it's likely to be those are the stages that most people will require the empowerments over the other stages. So then that should hopefully create a bit of a like a top 10 list of epic champions to keep. That's probably what I'll try and do tomorrow. So yeah. I mean, I actually don't keep that many duplicate epics, you know. I have a few that were crazy, and I started giving them up. Like, at one point, I had, like, 6 man-eaters. You see, I've still got so many man-eaters that, you know, I've kind of built them all and fed some of them. But, Cereses I've got quite a lot of for some reason. I have a lot of Daywalkers, can't even empower those. But yeah, that's what I'll probably do. And then hopefully that will give us a bit of a short list of epic champions to at least start saving, because like there's a lot of epic champions. You don't want to like +4 every single one. But what I will say is the nice thing is when we are summoning, right? So when we summon these new epic champions, we can eventually +4 every single epic in the game. It won't take long, probably like a year, because you'll get so many epics that eventually you'll be able to +4 them, and there's really no penalty for doing that, because there's so many epics in the game and they're much more accessible than legendaries that you feel a little bit more obliged to +4, so that's quite nice. Eventually, I'll, like, all my top 60 here, I'll have a +4 Neld, I'll have a +4 Daithi, I'll have a +4 Alika, I'll have a +4 all these. I'll just start +4ing everything. It'll just take about a year, I think. The token trader doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. Fenax, I think, is probably one of the biggest ones I would suggest, because he's arena focused. He's probably the only epic that actually makes it into arena these days, is Fenax. That's a very good point. Ballbag makes a very good point. There is a number of epics, right? A number of epics that you cannot summon. See? We've got, let's see, Archmage, Rian, Akoth, Tyre. We've got Dark Kale, Gwyneth, Leburga, Ziichi, Krakoth, Jamasa. What else we got here? I think those are all of them. All of those epics will need to have a empowerment. Right? They'll need to have an empowerment. Yes, I know there's a deluxe item. Thank you very much. It'll need to have some sort of empowerment option here for all the epics. We still are waiting for Carnage as well, by the way. So don't be surprised if the next update has a Demon Spawn mythical champion to empower to Carnage, because Carnage doesn't have an empowerment one at the moment. Yeah, so it'll be like legendaries, for example, same faction, same affinity. So you can see that Valkyrie's a barbarian spirit. It empowers Blade Master, who's a barbarian spirit. Marius is a void Skinwalker. It's empowered by a void Skinwalker. So they will basically match it up and pick someone for those. So for example, Dark Kale is a Dark Elf epic, right? So Dark Kale here is a magic epic. It's probably going to be like Caden or Captain Tamilia. I would say Captain Tamilia will probably go into one, Caden will go into the other one. That's how they'll do it. Or they'll release some new epics along the way. Like, don't be surprised if you start seeing some same affinity, same faction epics for these exclusive ones that are locked. Like Rian, for example, probably is going to have to be either Spider or Durandal or Thoresk and Krakoth. See, there's 2 Force, so they need to basically find 2. It's actually surprising that 4 of the 6 epics are in the Dark Elf faction, isn't it? It's kind of crazy. Like, Bannerlord's is Archmage, I think. So he could be Lordly, Hordin, or Gerhard, or Arndulf, because it's the same element, same affinity, and same faction. Yeah, Bora's not bad. Vizix and Mithrala Dark Elves too. Yeah, but they've already got Pyrians because they're legendary, right? Vizix, for example, we're talking about epics. Like Vizix already empowers Lydia. And Mithrala is empowered by Darkseer, right? Blindseer. So, yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. Noble breaks the affinity for Ninja, does he? Noble, where is Ninja? It's true. He is the only one, though. If you look, everyone else is the same. I think he's an exception to the rule, rather than it being like everyone else is exactly the same. Look, same faction, same element, same faction, same element. It's probably just because he was the first one and they just threw it in there. Yes, I will do. Stop doing super chats, you. Why would it? Because you can't summon him. That you can't summon Carnage. Look, you cannot summon Carnage from any. Where is he? Carnage the Anarch is unsummonable. Same as Xena. Same as the Blade Masters. Same as Vitalis. Same as High Mother Maud. Same as Marius. You can't summon them. Any champion you cannot summon must have a duplicate empowerment. So. Do I have any idea what the last one is? In the code, it's called the Coven of Magi. And we saw a little bit of in the Call of the Arbiter series where we saw the backstory of Bad El Khazar, Valkanen's story. It was referenced in there, Coven of Magi. Like, and I think if you look at Lady of Ireth's bio, you'll see that it talks about the... Where is it? Departed for the Great City of Ireth. Something in here mentioned. I'm sure it said Coven of Magi. Maybe it was on Valkanen. One of them references Coven of Magi. But they'll probably change it, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm sure one of these mentions the Coven of Magi. Like their Mage Academy, look, see? The Coven of Magi. Why are you all good to super chats? Look at you guys. $2. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I got it for 500 champion chase points. So, you never know when you need it either, so I'm a bit of a collector. What do you mean? Isn't there already empowerment for mythicals? You can already empower a mythical. I'm sure you can. Come on, there's no people in Platinum. Surely there is. There we go. Took a while. Yeah, see, look, you can already empower mythicals. You can fully awaken and empower a mythical. All you can't do is get mythical souls in the market. So you can't get a mythical soul in the market, but you can empower mythicals right now. Look at Deeks, for example. Smite only activates on active abilities, Tulsi. So the stun is a default ability. So A1s will never activate Smite, which is why the allies in Ice Golem can never activate Smite, because they don't have anything other than a basic ability. They don't have an active ability. There's no faction guardians for mythicals. Yeah, yes, true. Yeah, so there's no faction guardians, and you can't get them from the souls from the marketplace. But otherwise, you can do everything. You can do everything else otherwise. Yeah, you do get great haul bonuses. You get great haul bonuses for everyone. That's not that's just rarity specific. That's like affinity specific. It'll probably be +4, but expect the stats to be lower. Don't expect them to be the same. I mean, maybe they will. I don't know. I would just the way that Plarium operate is I can't imagine those epics are going to be of the similar quality of legendaries. They'll go to +4. They'll just drop the percentages. Like they do. They'll do what they do with blessings. Don't be surprised if they boost mythicals. By the way, don't be surprised if they give mythicals a higher than normal rate. I could see them doing that. Oh, you mean faction guardians? That's all right. Cool. Yeah. I think they'll allow you to do +4. I just think they'll modify the stats down. Otherwise, it feels a bit... well, one thing, it's very limiting as a system. If you can get a +2, that's way too easy. It's too quick. Like, I only need, what, 2 duplicates? Considering it's easier to get them. I would expect it more to be a +6 or +8 for you to get the full bonus if they were doing it. Because the rarity of the champion is easier to acquire. Therefore, the more easier it is, the more you need to scale it. Otherwise, it's too complete. You can complete it too quickly. All right. He's going that way. So let's go Wukong and Duchess. Well, yeah, Duchess. Superpower is no longer player code, is it? Oh, they keep activating and deactivating some codes. Like sometimes people will say they're not active, and then 2 days later they can become active again. It's really annoying. Well, this is going to be a Siegfried ban, which is important because I can't take Bolster, which is fine. So I can't take that, which is okay. I could just bring a Shu Zhen and a Ronda. This is where Xena would be picked if I actually had Xena ready to go, but I don't, so it's going to have to be a Ronda. I don't mind it. It's fine. I kind of need to... Give her Ultimate Death Knight. And then put this. I can probably just kill the Siegfried because I can take his passive away. Yeah, Ronda power. I'll be doing my sort of 10 live arena battles low-key. And then after that, we'll be doing some Hydra. I want to actually see what full Garrel power is going to be like in Hydra. So, kill him. Okay, well, that was a bit annoying. I polymorphed before the active ability. Not the best. Well, can I steal his buff? Thank you. There we go. Kind of need to kill him, I think. There we go. Should be good. Punch her up. Win 1. Ronda power. And Wukong power, of course. Cool. Yeah, no worries, Loki. I have not done any event for like a week and a half, and it feels uncomfortable. I feel like I've not done anything in Raid. It feels super uncomfortable. It really does. Armand's... He's level 60 now, so he's moved position. So I have to be mindful of that. Let's lock in the... Ancora. I don't get Colin. I had to give up my Colin. Mine's got Jamasa on it. I'm not doing it anyway. I've already got Mikage, but... Oh. Okay, well, we're going to go this. We'll go Shuzhan. I'm working on it, QWERTY. I got our mans up to 60 today. You know, give me credit where credit's due. Oh, this is a bit hellish, isn't it? Garrel power. Let's go with Garrel power. I guess we just lock out that. I feel like I'm gonna lose this one because it's just too much to deal with. Depends what they ban. Like if they ban my Shuzhen, they didn't. Okay, we'll see. I might get lucky. It depends if I'm fast enough because that is a +2 Siphi 5-star awakened with a 25% aura. So the Siphi's probably faster than me. Yeah, see. And then it's like, technically she should A1 the Shuzhen. Doesn't. But it doesn't really matter because she's going to take a turn. She's going to stun lock me. The only good thing is it can't fully stun lock me because I've got Ankora. He's going to kill my Garrel, probably. I mean, he should just A3. Do I even get a turn? There's a small window I can still win. It's very small, though. We'll find out now if he just one-shots me. Yeah, there you go. I'll be doing the fusion, yeah. Sparring pit. Well, I have had her in the sparring pit, but every time I do any combat QWERTY, I have to keep pulling her out of the sparring pit. So, to some extent, I keep forgetting, you know? Hey, Darky. Interesting. Nice, Tristan. Thank you. We went through the quality of life updates at the start of the stream. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I like this creativity. I know what he's going for. It's probably not going to work, but I know what he's going for. It's very smart. He's going to use the turn meter depletion from the freeze dude. If I just take away the speed boost, I probably win. Purely on the power of turn meter boost. Hydra at the moment, then back to Fire Knight. I've done ignore defense on Hydra, now I'm doing speed on Hydra. Yeah, the ringer, yeah. It's a very clever team. I like it. He's trying to basically burn and freeze me at the same time, so every time the attack happens, he's gonna, like, constantly attack with Tormin. Right, so the idea is now, annoyingly, every time the attack happens, it counterattacks. The only problem he's got is Armand's. It would work most of the time, but Armand's is a problem. Man, sheep factors. Oh. Game. There you go. Let's put you back to sleep. Go ahead, put the torment. It was clever strategy. I knew what he was going for, see? It's a clever strategy, what you can do. You're trying to basically make a machine gun Tormin, but it's very difficult to enable with Polymorph. That's the example of why debuffs don't work in Arena. Too much sheep. And I don't even have that much. Completing deck of fate. 15 cards left and 5 epics. 4 cards still. 3 cards. Nice. The flag is the Adeline chase thing, right? The Adeline phase 2 crap. How to demoralize you instantly when you start drafting a team. You face a 6-star Siphi and a 6-star +2 Kaima. Great. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, I forgot about it as well. I haven't really been paying attention. Yep. But remember, the champion's going to be good when that boss rebalance comes in, right? Sorry, Darky. I'm sorry. I applaud the creativity, and I knew exactly what you were trying to do because I know what Carillan and the Tormin Slam can do. It's quite a fun team. So the problem is I took your Arbiter away, and the moment I did that, you kind of lost a little bit of power. Yeah, this is a loss, by the way. Straight loss. There's only one hope that I have. It's a very, very slim hope, and that is he doesn't pick anything that's really going to ruin me right now, and I can ban his Kaima. If he picks Arbiter or something like that, I've got no chance. Like, if he picks another Speed Aura, this is the only hope I've got, is that I can ban his Kaima, then I can somehow win the speed race, which is unlikely because he's got a +6, so he's got 15 speed on me, and then somehow just one-shot his team. It's just a very, very slim window, but it's probably not going to be. Yeah, I completed the deck of Fates last stream, Mr. Hunter. Last stream, I completed the deck of Fates. Oh, I'm faster. Okay. Do we just AoE? I think we just do this. And smash. Okay, well, that was a mistake. That was my only hope. I'm gonna get locked out now. Lock out. Lose all my turn meter. And then delete. 1. I probably should have gone for Narcissus A2. But I knew this was going to be a loss anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. The moment he picked the champions, I knew it was a loss. The only hope I had was basically one-shot him. And I knew the moment that I didn't. The problem is, if you don't have a double hit on Narcissus, the A2 is not that strong. So if I went with Narcissus A2, I probably wasn't going to kill anything anyway. I could have A3'd with Narcissus and then into an A2, but even then, that wouldn't have been strong enough. That's the only downside with that team. There's no shield, there's no strength, and there's nothing. So. Oh, Chelsea won, did they? I've stopped watching Chelsea. It's a depressing experience. What was the score? 2-0. Nice. Chalobah and Jackson. That's actually a massive result for Chelsea. It's a massive result. Ooh, alas. Interesting. That moves us up into 51 points. Gives us a really good shot at, like, at least Europa League. Only like 3 points behind Europa League right now, so. Or at least some sort of European football, which is really important for Chelsea because of the money situation. I have no chance of winning this as well. I'm going to get Queen Eva nuked. I mean, it's only for this year, Elsifer, because of the way that our FFP structures are in the Premier League. The next year is going to be pretty rough, but then they're lightening the FFP rules, so the year after Chelsea can go crazy again. So it's not like Chelsea need the money; it's the fact that they've got to comply with these silly, arbitrary rules. Man United will drop points. They're in terrible form at the moment. The 2 draws that we had were very costly. Right, this is going to block revive Wukong. But that's fine because I have a small window. I have to take out Ronda first. Oh, well, it's just not going to happen. It's too much damage. She's going to get killed instantly. It's just a loss. I can't bother fighting it. It's a waste of time. It's just a waste of time, that is. What are we at? 2-3. That's not too bad. How fast are your fast champion teams that you're using? They're normally around about, like, I think Shujian's 374, 375. Our man's about 302 at the moment. I've got work on both of them to do, so... At some point they will. Probably when there's like 30 mythicals. She block revived me. Eva has block revive. Usual takeover for the site. It depends if you did the fast track or not. If you did the fast track, it's about 48 hours for first contact. And then if it's not, it's somewhere between a couple of days. It depends how busy the team is. It's probably already been assigned. They'll probably be in touch with you tomorrow or something. Honestly, Michael, that wasn't. That was just a case of I had to ban Armand or Eva. And it was all about whether or not I was going to go first. So, like, this here is a very fast speed team. So like I can go and try and outpace him, but it's probably not going to happen. So that's like a bit of a wasted spot there, but we'll try it. I kind of need like that, I think. Like, what is these teams, you know? Absolute insane. +4, 6-star Foley, plus like 6-star. It depends on how big the population pool is now at Goal 2, Goal 3, Goal 4, but it's actually quite insane how many high-star Awakening Souls there are. May the 9th is Diffusion, yeah. The issue this is I don't think this is going to save me because I think I'm still going to get perma-CC'd and lose. I can just punch him. At least Ronda can't get perma-CC'd. Oh, we got a cleanse, lovely. We're just kind of waiting out until the first cycles of CCing come through. Now we can probably like... Ooh, let's just... Don't want to use the A2 yet, so I'm going to soften her up. She hasn't got revived back just yet. That's it, punch her up. Punch her up. She can't sleep anyone, that's the problem. She can't stop the stun. Now we finish that off. This is why Ancora's passive is actually a little bit broken. I can just constantly make sure that at least one of my champions can't be CC chained. So... Fusion warm-up. Well, we'll get the Fusion warm-up about 4 days before, so you probably see the Fusion warm-up start over the weekend, you know? Do I think Falman is any use for Hydra? It's very difficult to get him to work in anything other than Arena because of how long it takes him to get to his damage threshold. He needs to not take turns, and it's very difficult in PvE content when the content's a bit slower than Arena. So yeah. I think Mikage is very good. It depends on how close and how those rates are going to be. Like, Mikage is an exceptionally powerful champion, probably more powerful than Wixwell. But you will eventually get Mikage. Will you eventually get Wixwell? It's kind of like there's pros and cons to everything. Hey, YST. Did you sort your PC setup out, YST, now? Are you back up and running? Are you all connected? Or are you still waiting on the extra parts that they haven't sent you? Oh, Darky's back. Round 2. Darky. Okay. Let me think here now. We're still down. Oof. I mean, do we just go this again? Round 2 with Darky. This time he's not letting the Torment bang. It's very difficult to ban the speed out. I'm going to have to trust in my process of survival. I had to ban the Narcissus because I know I've got Bolster. He should outpace me, but it's whether or not he can completely outpace me is a whole nother question. Would you go Timely Intervention or Unshakable? Probably Timely Intervention. Whoa, okay. Thank you. Would I go Timely Intervention? Probably Timely Intervention. Oh, sorry, Darky. Don't know why you quit. You probably had a little bit more to go. It's not. Remember, Michael. She's got block passive skills, and what does he have? His passive skill is what makes Taras strong. I took away his ability to reduce 50% damage reduction. That's why I'm using Rhonda a lot more now, because she's 5-star, and because of the block passive skills is really strong. It's really strong, so I took away a lot of his defensive capabilities. Oh, you're short of time, fair enough. Yeah, if you could have got an extra turn, Darky, and you got your Taras to take a turn, you would have been fine. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I really don't know what to do here. Obviously, I know I need to ban a man. I was trying to think, like, I've got 2 mythical champions that will one-shot me. It's very difficult to deal with. So we'll see. I am a reformed Rhonda hater. Yeah, I'll show the champion stats after, don't worry. Oh, I'm going to lose this. There is no way I win this. The dwarf is going to one-shot me. The dwarf absolutely wrecks as well, man. I don't really get, like, people's complaints about the dwarf. I always get absolutely annihilated by the dwarf. No, I mean, that's Sigfriend. That's Plarium's balance team. Look, right there. Problem. We can't metamorph on Sigfriend. Can we have a solution? Sure. Let's make it so you still can't metamorph. But now he does, like, insane damage. Well, no, because his Armand's would have been just as fast. So it was just a loss because it's 2 mythical champions. I mean, that's the problem. If you don't have mythical champions and you don't have the really strong arena meta, you've got no chance of countering mythical champions. It's just the reality of life. I'm not surviving this Garrett, this thing. So I mean, like, what do I do? How do I counter this? It's physically impossible to counter. This is like so GG. It's unreal. This is literally going to be like so GG. Narcissus does, but watch what's going to happen, Michael. Watch what's going to happen. It's going to be boost, boost, double kill, kill. It's just no chance. Ready? Boost, boost. Kill 1 Duchess. Oh, he should have gone for the Duchess. But he's kind of misplayed. There's a chance that I win this. There's a very small chance I win this. Let's make sure you go. That's a very misplay. He should have A3'd the... he should have jaw-gated the Duchess, and then he should have tried to kill. If he didn't, then he should have finished off with just the A3 on the Narcissus. So the Siegfried. So it's just a misplay. That or the gear is just not strong enough. One of the two. It's not a bug with Siegfried. It's just the visual animation. Siegfried is working as intended. It's just it's visually showing he's not that he's reviving. Yeah, I know that counter, Michael, but he should be able to one-shot me. If you go first with Jorgid Siegfried, you should be one-shotting the enemy team. Yeah? If you get Jorgid Siegfried to go before the enemy team, that team should not be able to survive that much damage output. Because Jorgid should be able to one-shot anyone into Stone Skin, then do a massive AoE, and Siegfried should be able to finish people off. You should be able to win that. So that's the issue, is he just didn't use his skills properly. He A3'd the Ancora with Jorgid, which, to be fair, you know, he got reaction. That's not really his fault. I would have A3'd the Ancora with Siegfried, not A2'd. That's the problem. I would have A3'd the Ancora, used the excess damage to kill everyone else. That would have forced me to revive, and then he finishes up with Jorgid on the second attack. So it was just more usage of the champions rather than... Because I shouldn't live. I should not survive. Yeah, exactly. If he did A3'd my Ancora, I would have died. Because he would have even... He even would have hit... He would have killed me through the reaction. It wouldn't have mattered. So, oh, right. Okay, sorry. I didn't see that, Michael. But you are right, though. Narcissus is the counter into Siegfried. And Rotus. Like, here now, my Narcissus is very strong into this setup. A lockout or reset, John. Something like a Kaima, or a Crixia, or a Yumiko, or Warlord. It's the only thing I don't have in my account is a lockout and a reset. One of those two. So everything I always have to do is revolving around like Renegade. It's very difficult. Here's that lockout I'm talking about there. I think I'm faster if I just take out his aura. I don't think he can compete with me. And then I just take out whatever I want and I win. Yeah, it is true, Solo, but he weakened one of my champions with Jorgid, so he should have just finished up with Siegfried's A3. He would have won. He just didn't use it properly, you know? Just do that to get rid of. It's unfortunate. Sleep my Ronda. Go on, sleep my Ronda. Ah, oh, damn. Well, you can stop the lockout for a round. Kill the Siffy. That forces his revive. I kind of made a mistake because I should have saved my A2. Hopefully this resets. Lovely. And then we just kill them all. Oh, nearly. But pretty much dead. Boom. So, what do we end in? 6-4. Pretty good win rate. We'll take it. 6-4. Not bad. We're climbing. We're only 360 points from a Quintus. 360 points from a Quintus. Not far. That was just an aura mismatch. I took away his only speed aura so I could win the speed race. Then once I got control, I take out his 2 win conditions. And then he has to revive and then he gives me strength and because of Pythian and Pythian counters Narcissus. So in terms of the champions I was using there, let me get rid of all these sale packs. So Ronda is full ignore defense, minus the merciless setup, but like 30% ignore defense. She is in lethal cruel. We got her at 238 speed, 307% crit damage, 7.9k attack. There is optimizations to be made. We need a chest change. We need to change two of the top row pieces. The bottom row is great, but we need to change this piece. And this, we can probably do some speed glyphing in places. Like that's probably needs to be a 6-star glyph at some point. We can change, you know, that speed glyph, that speed glyph. So there's room for improvement there, but it's pretty endgame. She is also not fully booked at the moment, so. And I need to get like methodical and a couple of other things built up, right? Narcissus is also lethal cruel. He's currently at 126,000 HP, 238 speed, 254% crit damage. I always like to make sure that Narcissus doesn't have the crit damage pairing with Ancora, because I'd rather keep my attack-based champions protected than him, just because he can take a hit or two, whereas the attack-based champions can't. He's got some optimizations, like this needs to be health, that needs to be health. That really could do, I think that needs to stay as crit rate, I can't remember. Yeah, that stays as crit rate. That's great, and that's great. So really, it's just the bottom row. I haven't found a crit damage amulet that I want to actually try to get crit damage on right now, because I don't feel like this is a very good roll. So I'm waiting to get a crit damage amulet that actually provides me a pretty good score instead. Then I'll find one with that. He's in a decent banner, but again, this needs to be health. This needs to be health. And again, the ring, like his accessories here are not amazing. So he's got a lot of room for growth. Masteries wise, pretty standard setup. This is kind of like how I build a lot of arena champions. Take in the Whirlwind of Death, Helm Smasher for ignore defense. So, what would you do with a dupe Marichka? I don't really know, to be honest. She's kind of gone down in requirements, you know. Shuzhen has a lot of work. This needs to be glyphed. I don't know why I haven't ascended it. Probably ran out of Greater Oil. But this is ready to go all the way up. Speed, pretty good there. That could do with being accuracy, but it's not terrible. This could be doing with something other than attack percentage. Glyphs required. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But glyph required. And just changing the ascension there to defensive stats. She's pretty good amulet. Very good banner. So she's currently at 375 speed, 3k defense, 76,000 HP. I want her quite defensive, 430 accuracy. Accuracy's not so important here. So it's just like switching her up into accuracy things. Probably getting a better glyph here. This should be a 6-star glyph. And then it's really ramping up like that, a better glyph, ramping that up, getting this up. So she'll be at about 390 when I finish this. I've got her in like Oppressor. I'm not really happy with this mastery tree at the moment. I just have her in it just to test things out for content. And Cora, she's still working on the last mastery. That's why she's not max level yet. We're going to get the last mastery on her. She's currently around about... she is in 4 turnstone skin. Or 2 turn... Yeah, no. 2 turnstones. 2 turn protection. 4 bolster. That's what she's currently in at the moment. 269 speed. 831 resistance. 3.9k defense. 75k HP. She is my resistance reviver. She has like crazy resistance, right? Plus 4, like a 4-star there. We've got like a resistance with 29. Resistance here. This could be more resistance, so we can get that better. We could get better gloves. And then it's just a case of like, 44 resistance, 44 resistance, 44 resistance. Like all of the resistance in the world goes onto this champion. I can probably get her up to about 1,000 if I really min-max it. So if I really min-max and push the rest of the way, I can probably get it a lot higher than what it is. Because like, for example, this is a really bad one. So that's an improvement. I might buy the bolster pass before the end just to try and get some more materials, because you can see I just don't have many pieces. That's the only other one I've got. So getting more HP percentage gloves would be good. Bottom row, we just need to ascend, basically. We've got all the right stats, we just need to ascend it all up. I bless you all the time. Rotus, I don't really use Rotus, to be honest, these days, because he's too counterable, but he is in a good position. We just need to start changing up these ascension stats here. He's at 253 speed, 264% crit damage, 57,000 health, 5k attack. I've gone for a lot of flat HP where I can get it. So where I can get it is a lot of flat HP. Wukong, he is in Savage Cruel. He is one that needs a lot more work, but we've got the right blessing stats in most places apart from these two. And obviously top row pretty much is all off, but he's in a much more old school build, I would say. Very good banner. Again, just needs to be ascended. And then he's currently at 241 speed, 316% crit damage, 6.9k attack too. And then masteries wise, this is, you can see I'm going pretty standard with my build here. Pretty standard. He's in temporal chains as well. I might change him out of temporal chains. I haven't decided yet. Armand's at the moment. I'm still waiting on better boots. Right? I'm still trying to find better boots here in Supersonic. We got some, but with an extra roll. But yeah, we just don't have many good rolls here. So, and I need dust. So once I get speed boots, that'll push him up to 12. And then it's just trying to find some little improvements like that. Should be maxed out. He's pretty good. Like, he's got some really good thing. I really need a better banner. I just don't have very good accuracy banners in Barbarians. He's still trying to get masteries as well. So he's 50 accuracy down because he'll have masteries. So put him up to 600. And he's also about 12 to 20 speed down. So he'll be about 325, 600 accuracy when I finish. And those are the teams we're using. Generally, one crit damage set is about one cruel set, but the harder the content, the more ignore defense becomes more valuable. The easier the content, the less valuable it becomes. Right? So that's where you'll find, for example, my clan boss champions like Jintoro aren't in ignore defense. Right? Alika, for example, she is in just crit damage sets because, to be honest, the ignore defense is not valuable. The crit damage is. So, but on a rule of thumb, if you've got a choice between crit damage and cruel, it's about the same. It's about the same. Would I sacrifice a Black Knight to upgrade or empower? I would say yes, but I wouldn't sacrifice my only copies, right? So I've got, for example, 2 Black Knights, but they're currently Faction Guardians, so I'm not going to sacrifice my Faction Guardians for it. But if I get another 3rd Black Knight, I'd rather have a +4 Blade Master. But again, I only +4 damage dealers. I won't actually empower my Blade Master unless he gets to +4. I just won't do it. It's just not worth. Like, there's no value in doing a +2 or +1 The only value for damage dealers is really +4. Supports can go to +2. They're fine. But if I want true damage potential, I want +4, you know? I want the crit rate. Everything else is subpar. So yeah, so I didn't summon on this targeted event because we all know ×10 is trash. You should never summon a ×10 event. I don't actually know what is tomorrow. Does it say in here what's tomorrow? So doubling epic and legendary from primals, but not doubling primals themselves, like mythical champions. So you don't summon on this one. Absolutely pointless. Then we got some shield. Ancora already got it. Brogni already got it. Minai already got it. Galkaba already got it. Hellcath already got. Useless. Dwedan already got. Miscreated got. Warlord. The Void's are tempting here. I wouldn't mind a Warlord or a Sulfurion. But again, you know, am I just going to pull for a Warlord or Sulfurion? Probably not. Honestly, I'll skip it all. Because I don't need the epics either in the hero's path. So I will do a path breakdown tomorrow. Don't worry, I will do a path breakdown. But I don't particularly need any of the legendaries. So you can see, like, I've barely done any of this. Like, I just haven't bothered. I'll probably pick up some points maybe to get some energy or Immortal Soul coins. I'm quite happy to end at the Immortal Soul coins. So take a chill, you know? I don't need to do it. I can +2 my archer. I don't think I can. Because I'd have to consume my Valkyrie. And Valkyrie is a faction guardian, so I can't. You know? I don't have full faction guardians. Oh wait, I do. Why haven't I got +10 speed in there? What am I doing? Is there a reason why I haven't done that? Oh, I'm such an idiot. I could have +10 speed on our mans. What is wrong with me? I could have +10 speed on our mans right now. Well then. Isn't that fun? Cool. 50 DKP minus, I know, right? Which ones have I not maxed out? So Lizardman, I'm way behind. Ogryn, I'm way behind because I got like 3 good Bog Bursts for some godforsaken reason. Demon Spawn, I'm quite behind because I got 3 Countess Licks. And then Shadowkin, obviously newer factions, way behind on that. I got 3 Kyokus, but... And Sylvan Watches, right, because they're new, so... So how fast is he now? Well, now our man's is... 314 speed. Is Istrid viable for live arena? I mean, she's pretty much Arbiter. Increase attack, increase speed. Pretty much Arbiter. Not as far, not as much turn meter, but she's pretty good. I actually have not summoned her yet. She's still in my portal. I won't summon her until I need her, and I don't need her at the moment. But like, this is pretty good. It's as good as it will be. It's less turn meter fill, but it is an increased attack and increased speed. And you also get an extra turn to drop the turn meter. So it's effectively like Deacon meets Arbiter a little bit. So yeah, she's quite good. I did lose to her. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong there. I did. Where was it? Here. Here we go. Look, I lost to this. To be fair though, I lost to mythical champions, but I did lose to Airstrid as part of that thing. So. Yeah, so she's like the Lysandra, but more aggressive, right? Lysandra's a little bit more turn meter based. She's more damage based. So. Best use for bolster set. It's kind of lost a bit of value against Narcissus, but if Narcissus stays out of the meta, then it's really good for Arena. It's very good for Sintranos. Bolster is incredibly valuable for Sintranos because it can't be buff stripped, and it also heals your champion at the same time. In situations where you don't have healers because you've been restricted, it's incredibly powerful because you get the regen set and you get effective HP from the shield. I actually just need to run this a bit today. I forgot to do my keys. I got to just do some tag team arena, and then we'll get onto Hydra. So. Well, you know, we got +10 speed now for our mans. And Xena, yeah, you're right. And Xena QWERTY. So pretty good, actually. I don't know why. I must have had a reason why I didn't slot it. Maybe I was using it for Maybe I was using one of the legendaries for something. But the only ones I can think that is in a team at all is Archer, and it doesn't matter if she goes 10 speed faster at all. It's fine. Nice, Luke. We're going to be testing that out in a minute. We're going to be testing my Garrel out soon. What boss is best? Honestly, I just tend to farm whatever's 120 these days. It depends, like... The Griffin is the best gear. Probably Guardian. But I have so many Griffin feathers, I just don't see the point. I barely farm anything other than lethal. But that's my problem, you know? Yeah, Turvold too, but I don't use Turvold. So... I do 120 Magma Dragons, just... well, you do 100 Magma Dragon. Yeah, if you want to do fast farm. That's what I do, Green Virus. Eventually I'll get it. I just farm the top set. I just farm 120 these days. Whatever the top boss is, I just farm it. No one really. The thing is, I don't need Griffin Feathers. I've got like 5,000 Griffin Feathers. There's just no reason. I got plenty of Guardian gear because I barely use Guardian anymore because it's been power crept. So it's kind of like there's no point farming like Fatal gear because it's, again, not stronger than Killstroke, and it's not stronger than Cruel, it's not stronger than Zeal, it's not stronger than all these other ones. And I think what's the other one at the moment? Agreth. I hate farming Agreth, so I just don't even bother. And I really don't have much use for Affinity Breaker, so I just tend to farm the top level, be it as it is. No. Path of Light will be summoning. You'll have to summon shards if you want to get anywhere near the Path of Light. That'll be the primary way to do it, is summoning. About to get Mithrala in 2 weeks. Nice, DB Productions. That's a really big champion to get. She's such a strong champion in a lot of content. Honestly, I wish they would just allow me to convert all of the Doomtown materials at like a 4-to-1 ratio. So for all the materials I farm in one rotation of like 4 pieces is equal to 1 piece of like lethal. So it won't give me tons more lethal, but it means that I feel like I'm getting something for farming this boss. The only reason why I farm this boss is the advanced quest, because the sets don't matter anymore. You're building your first finite heart team with Neldor, Farrakhan, Stag, Cold Heart, and Helikath. Any tips on speed? As much speed as you possibly can have, Simon. If you are questioning whether you need that much speed, add another 10. That's the way you do finite. Finite is just about going fast. Just literally go as fast as possible. The only thing is, if you're using Helikath's block damage effect, then maybe you need to have a very specific speed tune. I personally just like going like the Makage's and Ogre route instead, where you just basically keep the bosses 2 meter down. That's what I prefer. And then it's all about speed. Speed is key. Does Affinity Breaker work against Phantom Show? Not if you're enfeebled, no. Enfeeble means it will always weak hit. It overrides the set. It does work into Poison Cloud, though. Yeah, sometime this year, Nathan. Year's a very long sentence as well. That could be like 6 months from now. Is a mythical artifact included is a mythical artifact include accessory just the top pieces for Marius missions? If it says mythical artifact, it means just the top pieces. If it says mythical accessories, then it's the bottom row pieces. So if you have a mission that says get 10 mythical artifacts, you have to do dungeons that are not spider, right? You need to get the helmet, the chest piece. You can't get a ring banner. Oh, my progress is phenomenal. We're 48 keys deep. Actually, I think I'm 60 keys deep now. I think I'm 60 keys deep. And I've got a grand old scheme of nothing. I'll show you now. I've got like 5,000 Guardian Feathers, Tulsi. I'll show you. Yeah, there's no reason why you don't, Johan. You can also build her in stone skin just to make the whole like survival longer. She's hard to kill. Or do you automatically trash sell? Pretty much 5-star accessories now get instantly sold for me just as a silver farm. It's just time, JK. Like, if you think I've had 2 years of rotations, so I just have so much of it, and I don't forge outside of CVC, and I rarely forge many materials that I don't need. So, like, for example, I'll forge all of my lethal when I get it. I'll forge all the Forge Pass sets. I will forge, like, some of the Doom Tower sets, but unless I really need to do the forging, I just don't bother. I haven't played Hearthstone, no. I've dabbled in. I've seen it, I've watched it, but I've never played it. Oh, look at Necret almost dying. Poor guy. We don't need to do another one after this, so we can stop the multi-battle. Hey, my hoarding habits are paying off. Would you play Helldivers? I've seen a lot of Helldivers. I have no idea what it's about, but, you know. Oh, sorry, is the live arena counter still up? I always forget these things. I rely too much on you guys to tell me this. Eventually, Whisper's going to kill this. Bit by bit. Might take a while, but we'll get there. PvP. I like 2-turn Stone Skin Duchess because you get the A2 and then it forces everyone to attack her into Stone Skin. It's quite nice. I mean, it's got a 1.6 billion Garrel, so I'm guessing it's abusing the... Wait, that hasn't beaten the record. Wait, is it someone else's enemy? Isn't the record for Garrel like 3.5 billion? I could be wrong. I mean, it's still using Taras, Grazor, and Garol, and I'm guessing Garol's in Slayer set, right? So... yeah, I'll show you the build after this run now. My Ronda Affinity Breaker for Wukong Pythian or Ron... no. Full ignore defense. If you're building an arena damage dealer, you absolutely 100% want Savage Cruel or Lethal Cruel. There is no value in having Affinity Breaker in arena because if she can't kill anything, it doesn't matter if she doesn't weak hit. Just RNG it. Absolutely. RNG it. It's just not worth it. Hey, Richie. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Here we go. Got them in the end. The Duchess build. So I said 2-turn Stone Skin, so full 6-turn Stone Skin here. You could go to 9, but the 9 bonus Stone Skin is really not that much valuable. I would prefer Reaction just to make it more complicated. Honestly, she needs a lot of work, but 264 speed, 3.9k defense, 85,000 HP. I'd like more HP. 666 resistance. I'd like more resistance and HP, which is why these need to be upgraded, right? Defense is worthless. HP is great. I want HP, HP, HP. This is all ready to be upgraded. I just haven't done the oiling. This is not, right? I want HP, 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 HP. Defense. I don't really care about the defense, right? I don't need it. Defense is bad. Masteries wise, then she's just in, like, Unshakable. You can build it different ways. I like the Stone Skin for 2 turns because you use this ability and it forces like a Rotus to attack you, and a Rotus can't one-shot her then. So you basically have this like at least another turn where she's immune to damage because nobody can attack anyone else's single target unless it attacks her. So good night from Ukraine. Good night. Yeah, I will try to +4 my Whispers. Probably. I guess I better start hoarding them. Nice, Richie. Nice. So yeah, more HP is what I need here, really. get her up to 100k, then she's laughing. Right, what are we going to do? I've got to do some tag. Let's just get that out of the way. I don't know. Yeah, I can. Well, they died. Sorry to say. Yeah, you need to bring a decreased defense. Yeah, she needs a decreased defense. Interesting. Should we see how much damage this can do? Oof. Oof. That was strong. That was even stronger. Don't kill my Ancora. Don't weak it. Oh, you useless. I could still lose. That's what's scary about this. Finish him. There we go. I mean, logically, they should empower it beyond 5 because it's beyond 4 because it's easier to get, right? So the easier the acquisition, the longer the time it should be to take. Slayer time. Garrel smash. Oh, nearly. Garrel smash. Boom. Okay, well, I was not expecting to 3-0 that. Okay. Do I have to do an extra stupid thing here? What is this? No, just win 5 times. Okay, awesome. Just throw away some 5 keys here. Sure. Whatever. Aman's is at like 550 without the mastery at the moment. Alright, well that was unfortunate. Oof. Nasty that. Can you stop killing my team? Honestly. Lord above. Kaimon Yumiko. Awful combo to fight. Well, I do need to win because I want to promote, so... Is Roxam any good for Arena? Not really. The problem with Roxam is you can't get her in the situation you want her to be. Right? She's never going to be in the situation you want her to be because of the way that the passive works. So that's the problem. Oh, man. I literally lost that because of Resurgent. Same problem, look. Look at it. Just never get to play the game. I couldn't even outpace it. Garrel smash. Oof. Does Ace Pass only with someone she does increase the turn meter? I thought it would work any. I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember what a passive does. I know it heals. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? What the hell is this? Why is it such a strong frigging... I'm annoyed now. Fine, look, we'll do this. We'll do... that. Move you over to there. And then give you... I need someone with speed boost. I don't have anyone with speed boost. Let's just do that. Why couldn't Ancora reset me, honestly? Thanks for the extra turn and the counterattack. I really appreciate it. Right, enough of that. Look, like, I can never get a turn. It's ridiculous. Look how stupid it is. Look how stupid it is. It shouldn't reset each other. It's so frustrating. Like, it frustrates me to no end, the Yumiko Kaimar stupidity. It should not be possible for a Kaimar to reset a Yumiko. Just simply put. Shouldn't be possible. Anyway. I mean, Team 2 is great. There you go. It was only this one I was trying to beat, basically. We're probably still going to lose, though, aren't we? We're still going to lose. I'm still going to lose because I killed it, but I didn't kill it enough. Oh, why am I fighting this team anymore? Oh. Why can't I get an extra turn when I want it? That's so frustrating. Can't tell you how annoying it is to not get an extra turn. And no provoke. Like, what the hell? Like, give me an extra, thank you. Okay, now we're good. We finally broke the cycle of pain. There we go. Tormin is doing his work. Tormin is missing some gear, yeah, probably. I think I took some Slayer pieces off him when I built Garrel. There we go. You, kill everyone. There we go. It should be fine, as long as I don't lose, like, too much. We stun everyone up. Get rid of the ultimate Death Knight. Go. Get rid of the stun. Slow him down. Why did I fail so many times and now I've just 3-0'd it? Like, same champions, just different setup. Crazy, right? There we go. 3-0'd it that time. To be fair, I got unlucky. The first time I fought him, I got a bit unlucky because the Resurgent procced on just as I was about to kill the Heffrack and he one-shot me. So I lost 10, 20, 30 points, and then I gained 30 points at the end. Great. So I basically stopped. I finished where I started. But hey, we did this, and now I can just do this. I need to actually, I need to fix the Trunder build, actually, the Torment build before we do the Hydra. I took it off to make Garrel into 9 out of 9. I just didn't replace the gear. I knew I forgot something. Okay, 9. Now you hit 4,000 in live arena. I don't know if I should immediately tank to farm or grab them. Jeez. I would try to grab the milestone rewards, Kessel, and then just tank, right? You don't want to, like, leave those free rewards sitting there. Like, I don't know what it goes up to. How many points is left after you do 4,000? I can't remember. It's just win stuff, right? Yeah, wins. That's fine. I can just do... I'm not 300, but I'm close. Really, Trance? Yeah, exactly, Kessel. I mean, you will eventually. It's very hard to tank in live arena because in order for you to tank in live arena, you have to like literally stop playing so hard, or you just immediately constantly throw your fights. But even if you throw your fights, you're only losing like 4 or 3 points. So I'd rather just fight and lose a lot. Like I don't really think there's much value in deliberately losing fights. You might as well try and win them because that's just free medals. And I don't think the experience is going to be much better until you get all the way back down to Gold 1. And trying to drop like 1,200 ranking points is incredibly hard. Very difficult. Because even if you throw all 10 fights, you only lose like 30 to... Like a Gold 2, which is where you drop into, you only lose 30 points. So like that's going to take you like 10 days to get even close to Gold 1 again. It's just a lot of... I don't know. I would think it's just better to just try to fight. You know, I think it's just better to try and fight and win. I mean, I got to do the when I get past these Marius missions, right? So I'm on this mission at the moment. Earn 40 Immortal Essence. It's going to take me I've been buying keys. I don't normally, but I've been buying the keys. Yeah, and I'm getting nothing. I'm on 60 keys. I've got 4 essence from 60 keys. 4. Hey, look. I got a ring. Woohoo. I got a ring. What is it? It might be alright, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not bad. What's the last faction was here. By the way, are we all excited about this change? I kind of like the fact that this is going to be a 3-turn cooldown, and if it depends what they do with this multiplier. If they leave the multiplier as it is, this could do quite a lot of damage because they've got rid of the normal hit only. So Hakon could be a bit of a stealth nuker now. You could be quite strong. Let's just take out you and put you in because you're built. Nobody's got Marius yet, I don't think. Like, There might be some people close. I know Green Virus is very close. I don't think anyone's got Marius yet. Not just Doom Tower waves, blimmin' Cintranos waves. He's in a couple of Cintranos ones as well, and it's really frustrating. Hey, Mutant Destroyer. You're in Silver 4, level 65, having to face level 90. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, a lot of players might be level 90 because they've been playing the game for such a long period of time, and they happen to be just starting to do live arena now. So you will find people now starting to progress because they feel like they have to. Yeah, he's probably going to beat me to it just because he's got better essence luck, but even Green Virus has hit a bit of a wall when it comes to essence lately, the last couple of days. Why farm stage 20? Because the only difference you get at 21 is materials, and I don't need the materials. It's the same glyph drop rate, so there's no real benefit for me to farm bosses outside of CVC. Like, if I needed materials, I would, like, but, you know, 10,000, pretty much. I'm a bit low on perception because I've been crafting some perception lately, but you can see what I mean. I got loads. And, like, this is why I don't farm Guardian. I've got, like, 4,000 of them. I just don't need any more feathers. Like, there's just no point me farming Griffin, so... But, yeah, the only time you should do 21, absolutely, is CVC. CVC is absolutely when you should do it, because you get bonus points. So... Right, how's Hydra Clash looking? I was kind of watching it to see if anyone was gonna pop in with the Togrons, but we haven't seen many Togrons in our matchmaking this week. There's some good teams, you know, some good Trunder teams in here. Like, this guy's put a couple of good teams together, which is, you know, pretty strong. But I think we can compete this week, so we are going all in. And this is the first time I can actually use my gal. Oh, before I do this, Tormin, Freezy dude, where is he? Need some boots. That's pretty good. Okay, let's try speed crit rate. Let's give him that. And then speed crit rate. How much crit rates he needs? 83%. He needs a bit more crit rate. Okay, so 83 is what, 17? I want to say. %, crit rate. It's gonna be tough. I mean, it's probably gonna have to be that one, I guess, or that one, but that's not enough. Let's just give him that one for now. That'll do. That'll do. So, this is the first week that I can use my fully mapped out. It's not perfect because I've been trying to get some dust to upgrade these pieces. So we're not absolutely perfect just yet. And we're overcapped on crit rate because we haven't been able to dust this either. But we're in a pretty good situation. I can't take them all the way to 6-star because I know I'm going to have missions soon that's going to require me to have 6-star awakened artifacts. So I've got everything ready to do that at 4. But the bottom row is perfect. In a very good position. I mean, there's not really much point me doing much other than like a HP thing here, I guess. Like, there's not really much value in having accuracy on her. She doesn't do any debuffs. Attack, great roll. Cool. +4, it's not bad. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I could roll this up. See what it gives. Resistance. Well, that's a bit annoying. That could have given me attack %, but hey, Good speed roll. Good speed roll. That's really just nothing worth glyphing there. So she's pretty much maxed out where I can get her. So in Hydra right now, it's going to be 6.3k attack, 251 speed, 304% crit damage, 20% ignore defense. We've also got Helm Smasher, and she's fully booked on the alternate form. So obviously the reason why the attack is low, flat HP should be attack percentage, chest should be attack percentage, crit damage should be placed here. It should eventually get up to about 7,000 attack once I've finished. So, yeah, Live Arena needs themes or seasons. You are correct. Yeah, you are correct. Are you optimizing top end builds to the point of fully ascending top gear yet? Yeah, I optimize them, assuming I will top end. I will do that. Yeah. So Garrel is pretty much there or thereabouts now. So it's just getting those last pieces together. Mikage, we're still trying to get better setups here, but it's getting closer. She is also in a base form, because we don't use her alternate form really. 291 speed, 317%, but again, overcap crit rate, because I've got crit rate on these gloves. I don't need them. I could even on Garrel remaster Garrel and take away this crit rate and put it over to this, because even when I switch out these crit rate gloves, which is 6%, Garrel is still going to be overcapped by 6%. So I could literally drop another 5, get another like 75 attack if I wanted to. I just haven't done it yet, because you never know what you're going to get in terms of better Slayer pieces. And we're also going to be running then Archer, Michinaki, and Lydia and Alatrian. Alatrian is basically just here to save the team, to keep the team stable. He is in Guardian, Retaliation, a bit of buff extension, just solid stats all around. So just built at like 305 speeds, 20% ignore defense. He is built for damage, but he doesn't do that much damage, to be honest. He's a pretty low-end damage dealer. We've got Michinaki is in lethal, 1-piece Slayer, 1 lethal, 1 speed. Currently at 253 speed, 279%, 20% ignore defense. Enough accuracy because we're using Mikage's aura, 6k defense. But again, attack percent needs to be rerolled. Accuracy probably needs to be rerolled. That's pretty good. Needs to be defense. Needs to be defense upgraded. Needs to be defense upgraded, right? We can basically do this right now because there's no harm to take it up to the next level. Give ourselves a little bit more defense. Speed boost could be improved. Like this here probably deserves a better defense enchantment. There we go. That can just take a little bit more flat defense. It's pretty good. And then he's in 1-piece banner because actually it's a pretty solid banner. This really kind of needs to be defense, but this is a really solid banner considering it's a triple roll. We've got a double roll, axi crit roll, refresh, and then defense, defense, defense. So the ring, again, like this needs to be upgraded. We might as well upgrade this actually to 4. Gives a bit more crit damage. HP is not that valuable. So he is currently rocking Helm Smasher as well. All of my damage dealers in Hydra and Helm Smasher, 20% ignore defense, 2.7k. Now we're at 6.1k defense. We've also got, who else is in this team? Archer and Lydia. Lydia is in Cursed. I always like running 1 extra Cursed. Yeah, 1-piece, because the thing is, 1 slot of Slayer gives you 5% crit rate. So in essence, I got a triple defense banner with 5% crit rate. It's actually quite valuable, just having 1, you know? Why did I save this? It worked. It works in this build for what I need because it's good high rolls. So it works for what I needed. The optimizer spewed it out. So if the optimizer spewed it out, that was pretty good. Artak, I use him only for Ice Golem Hard. He's in Defiant, Regen, Ice Golem Hard solo build. 265 speed. High resist, high accuracy. His mastery is trash. Lydia, for example, is in Cursed. I always like to run a second Hex champion, even though I've got Michinaki. And I've got Lydia, and I've got Archer. I always like to run a Curse set in every team, just because the more Hex I can have out, the more damage I will do. Oh, One Piece reference. Oh yeah, I haven't seen One Piece, the TV animation show. I haven't seen it. I'm not massive into anime, see, so her build needs a lot of work. Like, she's a good solid build, but it's nothing special, right? So it's a decent damage support build, nothing special. And then the last champion here is Archer. Now, Archer is in a very specific build. She is in lethal stone skin, full damage, because I firmly believe that she does good damage. But you might be wondering why the accuracy is so low. I use Mikage's aura, and I also use her A1. So between the aura plus the buff, she gets enough accuracy to be able to work in Nightmare. So even though she's only rocking, you know, 263 accuracy, when you add in 80 for the aura and then you multiply it by 1.5, you get up to what you need. She is the mischief tank in this team. 273 speed, 217% crit damage, 5.6k defense. Again, like, some of these glyphing, like, this needs to be re-rolled. That's pretty good. We've got a really giga shield here. Really, really strong shield. One of my strongest shields in the account. Pretty good. Pretty good. Like, these just need to be ascended up. Rings-wise, pretty okay. Nothing special. This needs to be ascended up. You know, so we can do that right now. Stage it ready for the next one, which is great. Banners. It's an okay banner. Like, resistance with double raw speed is pretty good for what I want. Again, I can ascend it up, get myself some more defense. I haven't seen the avatar one, no. So yeah, so that is her build. She's fully booked in Lightning Cage. The Lightning Cage just to give her an extra buff. This is the kind of standard build I go for damage dealers who... I basically will pick this with Helm Smash or War Master. This is pretty much what I go for like a defense-based damage dealer in Hydra. Like, all my Whispers are built like this as well. You'll see, like, the Whispers have the same build. Will be this when I finish. This one, kind of the same thing. It's a pretty standard build I build now. So yeah. So, this is the first time I can run this team in Nightmare and really push it. So I'm really interested to see how it's going to work. This is Garrel's first run in Slayer sets as well. So, first goal pretty much is to get burnout on as many enemies as we can. Ideally, the Torment Head. So we'll probably have to restart straight away because we didn't get burn on the Torment Head. My highest clash point is about 5 billion, I think, or 5 or 6 billion. So we're kind of rolling. The reason why I'm rolling is I need to get a burnout straight away on the Torment Head because this team doesn't really have a Torment solution. It has cleansers in the sense that we've got 2 cleanse champions. And we also have pretty good single target damage output. But it still requires us to prioritize killing the Torment Head as quickly as we can because it's just awkward to fight, right? So for example here, you know, this is great. I can cleanse if I want to get rid of all the fears. Lydia's always going to be re-feared. It's not much I can really do about that. She likes to get fears a lot, but... switch around. And Garrel Smash time. There's that damage output. So that's what I mean by I've got a solution in the sense that I can cleanse. Now, the only downside is the Head of Wrath, I didn't manage to get Hex out in time, so I couldn't decrease attack. So we have to be mindful of the damage that that's going to produce. And also, I have to be mindful of the reflect damage. So as long as I'm paying attention and I don't take too much damage, it should be fine. Garrel's the scariest one because Garrel can do that kind of chaining. And if she constantly chains, she can actually end up killing herself on the reflect. Like, now is a problem because I can't actually get rid of it. So I'm actually going to switch form with Mikage just so I can get rid of the buffs because it's the only way I can do it. I don't like changing Mikage's form because I always like to keep on the ally attack. But sometimes you just have to do it to make sure you don't get your Garrel killed because she can rampage as a counterattack or joining an attack and literally die. Yeah, it's push week. We are pushing. See, if that happened with the reflector, my Garrel's just going to end up killing herself. Look at it. It's pretty nasty to do. But yeah, I really don't like switching form on Mikage because you lose the A1 attack with Michinaki, and you also lose the ally attack. So as quickly as I can get back to that form, the better, really. Now, ideally, I want to reset everyone's turn meter by killing that Mischief Head. But I don't think we're going to be able to in time. I think we're going to have this head reset. We'll see what happens now. Oh, Garrel is smashing again. It's probably ideal because I can... Oh, come on. Switch form. So Mikage's got two ways to deal with it. She can either switch form and buff strip, or I can do it this way and reduce the buff duration. So I'm going to actually do this, reduce the buff duration, reset the turn meters to keep myself safe. And now she's back in full form. We can full whack. See what I'm saying about Archer's damage? 425 is strong damage. It's strong damage. So I feel bad for players who can't farm Sand Devil level 25. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing they need to do with the bosses is literally just move the dust so you can get it on lower difficulties. So if you can farm 24, you get some dust. That's all they really need to do. I did that on the wrong target then. That's stupid. I think the Targon fix will be next update, right? Which is next week. Hey, Chuck. Boof. Right, we've got increased attack back on Garrel now. Let's attack more. Hex it out. Keeps defense weakened. Got to watch for the Suffering Head because the Suffering Head can put Reflect out as well. Can we get some damage? Smash, Garrel, smash. We like it. Should kill that. Would you buy Chaos Dust? I don't think I would, no. If it's farmable, I generally don't buy it. I'd rather buy the energy and get the oil with it. Like, you got to remember, if you're buying dust, you're not buying the stuff that you need with it. Smash, smash, smash. Right, can we get back into a bit of flow here? Let's get this out here. Let's get a Provoke out, lovely. Buff extension. Get some Hex spreading. Smash. Wasn't the best because we never increased attack. Wow. For some reason, Michinaki's weak affinity on everything right now. Smash. This is Nightmare. We're on Nightmare right now. Due to not being after anything in the game at the moment, I've decided I haven't done anything. Yeah. Well, I've been, like, you know, chipping away at some masteries. That's what I've been doing. Chipping away at masteries. Let's get rid of those fears. Let's make sure you can't do anything stupid. Gonna Provoke back out. This rotation is so much nicer for this team. It's far less stressful. Right. We kind of need to kill this Torment Head. So it's now focus fire on the Torment Head. Fear's kind of ruined this team a little bit. There's not much I can really do about that. But most of the time, you just roll the dice. We will do a lot of damage. Like, this is when it's nasty, when you basically get lots of fear procs and you don't get your buffs going. Carvy's out. Let's get decreased defense out again. I really hate you lose all of your buffs at the same time as well. Let's get that cleansed. Yeah, so we're slowing down on damage amount because of Torment Head. Like, the Torment Head is messing with us a little bit. And also, I've just realized Archer's weak affinity to the Provoke Head, which is fantastic. That's what you want. Just what you want. They just need to change the Torment Head mechanic or add a lot more champions that can deal with it. That's the problem with Torment. There's still just not enough champions to deal with that problem. Like, look how much more look how much like potential we're losing here just because it's taken me twice as long to kill the head. It doesn't help with Lydia with this fear head as well, because obviously Lydia's always going to counterattack, which is annoying. It's very difficult to keep her from not fearing. We nearly got it down though. See what I mean? It's just like the fears constantly. Okay, we got rid of fear there, which is nice. Smash. Right, decreased defense is out. Lovely. Get some boosting going on. Almost killed it. Almost killed it. Okay, gotta be careful about the reflect buff here. It's okay. Fear's good. And provoke. Should we hit again? So, I mean, in this window, I've had so many more consumptions just in this one window because of the Torment Head. Right, no more fears now, which is great. But now we have to try and watch out for the reflect for the time being. See what I mean? I will end up killing her if I do that again. So, I'm in a bit of spot of bother here right now. Oh, God. Oh, we're okay. We healed. So I'm going to have to switch form and get rid of that, because otherwise I don't have a revive in this team. So if my Geralt's dead, my Geralt's dead. There's nothing I can do about it. So... Okay, smash. Somehow the buffs got reflected around, which is not great. Right, decrease speed. Don't kill my Geralt, please. Thank you. Would you ever put Shamael? It's kind of like, who does Shamael replace? That's the problem. Right? It's like, who does Shamael replace in this team? You always lose too much. 3 weak hits in a row. I really love weak affinity. Really great. Right, can we get some damage output? Let's get going. Gotta kill this provoke head as well before it takes a turn. Right, we can switch back. Increase attack. Let's kill this provoke head out. Not quite. Now it will. Not quite. Oh, are you serious? you know what the worst thing that's going to happen right now? It's going to get a poison cloud in a moment. Right, stop this. You horrid little thing. Like, come on. Nice. Hopefully we can start ramping up damage again. At a really bad moment there, we just didn't get much damage going. I kind of wasted the decreased speed there, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, we've got some window of opportunity here now to do something. Get some hex going. Lovely. Right, let's see if we can ramp some damage, shall we? Garl smashing. Good old Garl. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Garl smash time. There we go. Oh. We're going to be careful about that reflect now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's okay. We're fine. Garl, don't kill yourself. This is scary. Whew. Wait, why didn't it remove the buffs? Oh. Oh, thank the Lord. Well, that was a little bit scary. Not gonna lie. That was a little bit scary. Okay, she's still kind of killable here, which is, again, not the best. Right, should be fine now with strength then. Decrease attacks out. Should be okay. No more increased attack either. Lovely. Right, okay, nice. Oh, he's got blimmin' reflect back again. No, Garl, stop smashing. Please. Can we just give it a break? Right. Switch form. Just give myself unkillable for the moment until I can deal with all this nonsense. I probably don't need that now. Oh, Lord above. Alright, that's fine. Shield up. That's the only good thing about Garl. As long as we get it back out of that form, you know, there's normally a way to survive. This won't kill me. It's going to hurt, but it won't kill me. Didn't even hurt, to be honest. Get rid of the buffs. There we go. Can't believe we 3%ed last time. Decrease speed out. Heal back up. Get rid of all these debuffs. There we go. Nice and comfy. Decrease defense and weaken. Oh. One more turn. Oh no. Garl's really good here. When you see the final damage output, Garl is going to do fine. Go, get rid of that. Oh, I really would like the Mischief Head to take a turn first. Mischief Head, take a turn. Switch form. Mischief Head is not going to take a turn. Just kill the Mischief Head then. Reset the turn meters. Let's just hit that over there. Wow, Michinaki is weak affinity to a lot of this. Can we just like kill the Wrath Head? No. Can we eliminate the Wrath Head? No. Okay. Well, now we can. Now, this is kind of scary. I never really want all 4 heads dead. We're kind of in that situation right now where we've got all 4 heads dead, which is great for Garrel, not great for where we want to be. It's actually kind of optimal, though, because we got all our buffs up at the right time. So, ideally now, we smash, but it just depends on how much smashing we can do. Okay, now we're going to see the damage. Here we go. Let's ramp it up. Let's go, Garrel. Here we go. Single target nuke. Stronger. Oh, there we go. Look at that. 600,000. Yes. Yes. Look at the damage. We literally did 20 million damage in 2 turns. 22 million damage in 2 turns. $22 million damage in 2 turns. Like that's just the optimal window there. Let's keep whacking that. Boom. But now we just have to like survive the next waves, which is we've got a head we can't actually provoke. As long as it's not Torment head, I think I'm alright. Okay, well it's not too bad. We can probably slow everyone down now. Put out decreased defense. I want to block the buffs on this so I don't get reflect. I wasn't paying attention to the provoke. Alright. Well, this is not great right now, I have to say. Because we literally have no control over anything. Got to provoke at least. That's something. I can't do anything because we're poison clouded now. Great. Really appreciate it. We're just going to like literally, all we're going to do is we're just going to chain cycle. So I'm not doing this right now. So you chill out for a bit and just, I don't know, throw out provoke. Just chill out for a while because we got to chill for a while. What does Garrel base form do? We'll have a little look now. While we're chilling. Waiting for everything to go off. Do that to get some strength then. Oh, it's nasty. Luckily we got unkillable, so it's fine. We're okay for a bit. Very small moment of time, but we are okay. Let's get a shield up. So Garrel base form, we got a 50% chance of increasing the cooldown and remove a shield. We have a provoke, also places unkillable for 3 turns. And then we have an ally protection and a shield on all allies. But I don't really want to do that. So I just generally just want to keep her A1ing. She's got unkillable, so it's not the end of the world. All we're doing is we're waiting. I could have switched form there, but I don't think I need to switch form. Because once I do this, I'll fully heal. Okay, that was a problem. That was a major problem. Now we're in a major problem. I really need to switch form and hope I live. There's a very strong possibility I fail right now. Oh, he resisted? Are you serious? Ah! You stupid Mikage! You've got enough accuracy. Oh. She has enough accuracy. That's what's frustrating. She's got enough accuracy, and it's freaking 3%ing. If that 3% didn't happen, I can carry on the run. So now I'm going to stop the entire run again because of stupid 3%. That's so frustrating. Because she's got way enough. Like, alternate form. Hydra. 205. 205 plus 80. And she gets increased accuracy to 285 plus 1.5. So 400 accuracy. So she got an F. So frustrating, honestly. I'm still livid about that. Because it was also the fact that the Mischief Head stole my Unkillable buff. So I lost everything that I needed to stay alive. It's fine. Can I get a turn? Am I allowed a turn? No, still not allowed to turn. Can I play the game? Thank you. Why is there buffs everywhere? Right, let's just do this a second. Get rid of the buffs. Oh, he's got so many buffs on because of Poison Cloud. Right, okay. Smart. Oh, stupid fear. Right, no more of that. You go away. You lose all your buffs. Thank you. Okay, now kill the Torment Head. Please. Please kill the Torment Head. Thank you. Okay. So now we just need to get back under control. Ideally, we want to kill the Mischief Head right now, actually. So if I can kill the Mischief Head, then I can reset the turn meters. The major issue with this team is I do cycle attacks really fast, which means that I do like get back around to his abilities very quickly with the Reflect. Every single one of these is scaring me. Oh god. Oh, that's fine. We got rid of it. Oh, nice. Now we can get some smash damage. So let's see what we can do. So 31 million right now. Let's see. Smash damage. 33.6 million. Let's see if we get a Slayer proc as well. Oh, we didn't get a Slayer proc. 38.6 million. That one A2 did 5.2 million damage. That is why Gowl is in this team over Whisper. Whoa, look at that damage there. I mean, it is ropey at times, don't get me wrong. Like, the team is not perfect. If I had a Feral, it would make this team so much better. Like, the Alatrian slot is basically the Feral slot. But he does stabilize the team considerably. Without him, the team is very unstable. And this is not the best affinity for Archer either, so... Oh, look at that smash damage there. This run is actually going better anyway, because we're already at 55 million. Save that in case we need it. Oh, look how much damage we're doing. It's crazy amounts of damage we're outputting here. Look at it, she's just smashing the heads. Like, smash, smash. Look how much damage is being put out by this team. And he's just chipping away at 600k A1s. Okay, nice. This is actually a pretty good setup because I can just block buffs this now. No more reflect. It's a shame we didn't get some hex out. I needed the burn. Damn it. It's fine. He should spread a buff, hopefully. Well, it's a bit awkward. We don't have the burn on the Mischief Head, so we're going to have to work our way through that with some careful management. Shield up. Who can you sub in for the Michinaki? So ideally someone who is in the Shadowkin faction, right? You want to pair it with Mikage, so someone who can like take advantage of that. Someone in the Shadowkin faction. Michinaki is obviously the best option, but there are other options out there as well that you can do that are a good fit. Like a big part of what we're getting with Mikage is the A1 with the Mikage. Okay, now smash. Some hex on the go. Break that. Nice. Mikage's back. Probably kind of wasted that A3. Didn't need to. Favorite head is wrecking me right now. That's twice its feared. Can I get some stability, please? Okay, shield up. Lovely. Man, the fear head is so annoying at times. Everything is failing. Let's get rid of all this. Thank you. No debuffs up right now. How much my damage has dropped because of the Torment Head. It's so painful. It really sucks that every team that you build, it always has to have like a Veil or a Shamael. Like there's just always like that. You always have to have that option. It's so depressing that the forced gameplay. Like I'm all for having strategies you can counter, but when it's like four things that counter it, it's just so depressing. Honestly, I hate it. Yeah, Harima's a great. Oboro, Harima. Like probably Oboro's the worst option of the three. Michinaki or Harima is the best option, I would say. Ninja's okay, but Ninja's not that great scalable. Like, just because HP burn doesn't scale as aggressive. Right, can I get this? Thank you. That's what I was waiting for. Right, now we can get back up and running again because we were having such bad luck. Boom. We did so much damage, and then we did no damage because of the Fear Head. Nice. Make sure that's got block buffs. Man, Michinaki, can you get a burnout for me? Seriously. Right, no more fears. Lovely. Night, Darky. Nice. Okay, good. Not the best time to have my Provoker consumed. So can we get my Provoker out like yesterday? No, apparently not. Well, they're going to cleanse, but hey, at least we probably don't worry too much about that right now. Save that. It's going to cleanse, but it's okay. Let's get rid of the life barrier. Ugh, I hate the cleanse into Poison Cloud. It's such an awful toxic mechanic that you always experience. At least I got one head that I can smash. Such an awful experience. Just do that just so I can get some speed buff. I don't know. Extend the buffs. Some hex going. Really no point using any abilities right now. With Makar getting a buff removal, do you actually use her increase accuracy form first? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not ignoring the mechanics, Preston. It's the fact that the head revived and my like what do you want me to do there? My Provoker 1 of 6 got consumed just as it spawned the Provoke head. That's nothing to do with ignoring mechanics. Only the Torment head I'm really ignoring mechanics. The rest of it, I'm not. That was just like, you do end up in those situations where it always goes cleanse into Poison Cloud. That's not really, you know. That's not really me really ignoring the mechanics when there's actually nothing I can really do about that. Right, Provoke. Nice. Okay, we got some control now. The Poison Clouds are lifting. Alright, well. Thanks for stealing some buffs. Right, so places increase accuracy and then removes all buffs. Nice. Decrease speed, let's go. Decrease defense, weaken, let's go. Right, now we got some movement finally. We had to go through a bit of a barren patch of damage there. Really would be nice if you stopped stealing buffs, if you would be so kind. Now I wanted to like proc a few relentless turns here so I can get back to a base form. Can we just... No, okay. Can we just kill off that mage? Thank you. Drop everyone's turn meter. Lovely. Smash. Let's stop you from doing whatever you want to do. Oh wait, I can switch form now. Yeah, it's on the same scale. Let's just make sure he can't fully heal. Yeah, so if places increase accuracy, then it should, you know, consume it. It just 3% did. There's not much I can really do about that. It happens, you know. Smash. Lovely. Right, we're back on form for some damage now. Jump in, smash, smash, smash. Got a Slayer proc then. But a decreased debuff duration doesn't need it. And it doesn't have it in the same skill, right? Yeah, the A2 I don't really depend on too much. She probably needs more accuracy, to be fair, than what she's got. You are right. I just don't generally need to worry about... Like, most of the time I'm okay with the Reflect. So she probably did weak hit the Wrath Head properly on the base form, yeah. On the alternate form, she shouldn't have done. But on the base form, yeah. How am I dealing with the poison? So I've got Michinaki, and I've got single target block buffs Preston. So for the one that I really want to kill, like, so say like I need to stop the poison cloud, I can burn it before it puts it on and probably kill it during that burn, or I can put a block buffs on someone like the provoke head so that I always get a turn, right? So I'm managing it, like here, for example, I'll put a block buffs over here so he can't get the reflect buff. So the combination of them together are probably fine. I can manage the situation, you know? Most of the time. It's not always perfect, as you can see. Alright, we need to get him out now. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Thank you. Now, I'd like to kill this head off, please. Watch it cleanse everything. Just as it's about to die. You horrible creature. Just as you're about to die. You cleansed all of my control. Horrible, horrible thing. Might as well AoE. It's not really going to hurt. Nice. We block the... Oh, she 3%ed the block buffs.
That's how it always goes. One heart's breaking, another one is mending. It's all in the ebb and flow. If I had to, I could go it alone, but I don't ever need to, because I have a home somewhere to run to. I could live alone in the woods, not a single cell.
Let's just play it safe here. Sometimes the 3% is brutal. Alright.
These windows could shatter to the ground. These walls could fall right down. The lights could all burn out, because this house is not my home. Crumble into
3-key Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Lovely. Nice. Congratulations.
I don't need to roam, because you've become my home.
Right then. Of course not. Let's go back to the other form. So I'll attack this stupid head.
Backwards. That's what it takes to grow.
Kill the fear head. Kill the fear head.
There's another that's just starting.
Thank you. No more fears. Lovely. Okay, let's get block buffs up. Oh, it's Poison Cloud with the head now. Wonderful. The experience just keeps getting more better. It's Nightmare. Can't do anything for 2 turns. So we're just in full stall mode again. Well, at least that extra turn happened. That's great. Great. We've got 2 heads now.
Doors could shatter to the ground. These walls could fall right down. The lights could all burn out, because this house is not my home.
That was a mistake, probably.
To dust.
I'm afraid to switch Garrel back a form at the moment because that reflect is going to come out. But right, we might as well do that first and then switch it back after. just trigger it right now. Right, get rid of that. Back onto even level. All right. Now let's get rid of those buffs that got added. At least we have no Fearhead this time, so that's something. Yay, we get decreased attack out on the boss. And we can get decreased speed out on everyone. What a phenomenal feeling it is to debuff an enemy. Okay, she's going to absolutely proc his passive again. This doesn't do anything, does it? Just stuns them, so. That out. Well done, she blocked buffs. Oh my god, it's a miracle. We actually achieved success. We have block buffs, decrease attack on the Wrath Head. What is this world that we live in? Switch form. No, why am I switching form on that one? Oh, I'm an idiot. I switched form on the wrong champion. I needed to switch form on her. Ugh. Ugh. Oh well, we've just delayed our damage a bit more. Give me my Lydia back. Right, you're dead. Lovely. Nice. Oh, look, 3 in a row. Lots of buff extension. About 300 to 400 million. But it's this RNG is not great because of affinity issues, and also I'm messing up a little bit. Like, if I get a good window with them all dead, I can like instantly do 50 million damage kind of feeling to it, you know? It's just, do we get into a window where we can actually do some damage? And it didn't help that I literally just switched like form for some reason. I don't really know why. I was an idiot. It was a bit of a stupid move. Right, switch back. Now smash for some damage. There we go. That's what we've been missing. Decrease defense, weaken. Smash. It'd be nice if we actually got some. There you go, passives. This. Boom. We're not really getting much joining in attacks. There we go, like that. What are we gonna get? Okay, we've got a provoke head. We're not really getting Garrel joining the attack a lot at the moment, which is kind of annoying. Provoke. Oh, she weak hit. Of course she did. Well, can we at least kill some heads before the head cleanses? We can kill this head. Nice. Boom. Just a cleanse. The day I manage to brutalize Hydra will be awesome. I pretty much do. I pretty much do. Nice. Suffering heads down. What are we gonna get? Torment head. That was not desirable. But hey, it's fine. We'll work with what we got. We're still keeping up a pretty good damage per turn, even though, like, we're having a lot of different issues. We're still, like, you know, a pretty healthy damage per turn here, right? $200 million in Nightmare, Dutchy. Oof. Boom. That's pretty strong. All right, well. Oh, Garl, stop it. So what I mean about how quickly I can ramp the stacks up with this team, unfortunately. Because if Garl goes on one of our rampages, there's nothing I can really do to stop it. Please don't fear. Nice. Block buffs. Lovely. Okay, that's good. Buff extension. Let's just get a smash on that. Weak affinity. Okay, we've got to deal with provokes. Well, we'll probably take a bit of a smash. It's okay. Got to be careful. We are a bit low on damage, but as long as she takes a turn here and heals everyone up, there we go. Archer's just such a phenomenal healer that it doesn't matter too much if we get a few nasty knocks, because we do get a heal straight back up. Right, this is now a scary situation because we have Poison Cloud and I have no burns out. So now I need to just kind of high roll Michinaki's burns for a period of time. So like that burn there, it's great. Smash some damage. Get a shield out. I'd really like to kill the Torment Head as quickly as possible now. Got a provoke out, which is nice. Yeah, she heals such a phenomenal amount. It's kind of nuts. Make sure that block bus is definitely out. Woohoo, free cleanse. Throw that out there. Nice, we'll decrease attack on everyone. Lovely. Doesn't matter now because of the burn, because we have at least 2 burns out, right? So we can keep the provoke up, and we can also keep the we could also basically get rid of the Torment Head. That was the key thing there. That's why I said I needed to high roll a few I need to high roll a few burns. Yeah, Airstrid I think is like built for Whisper, right, Dutchy? I feel like if you have Airstrid, you put it next to Whisper, and it solves a lot of the problems that you generally have with Whisper, which is how do you get a consistent and reliable weaken with an increased attack and everything else you want set up. She just gives you a lot of setup for Whisper. I really think Whisper is brilliant with Airstrid. It would be what I would build my Airstrid around, if I'm honest, the Whisper. They will eventually. It will happen, don't worry. Smash. Smash, smash. We actually might have a bit of a smash window here. Bit by bit, I'm getting this head, my Michinaki out. There we go. Okay. What do? We make sure we can always provoke. Let's get rid of that. Please don't weak it. Please don't weak it. Thank you. Alright, so probably want to kill the burn head now. Oh, man. Yeah, we're smashing. We're doing well. 200 million at 129. It's not bad. Nice thing about Garrel is she takes so much extra damage. You can get bonus damage without taking turns. Because all these extra hits she's doing, they don't count as a turn. So when you're trying to get, damage based on turns, it just means it's much easier to scale the damage without actually consuming boss turns. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Right, no more Poison Cloud, which is great. Let's just make sure you can't steal any more buffs, because that was annoying. There's a bit of damage there. Nice, reset the turn meters, extend the buffs. Garrel smash, let's go. We didn't get a provoke that time, but that's okay. Nightmare, I don't know, I think it's like 330 million on Nightmare. This team, theoretically, should beat my net record if all things go well, but you can get to like 299 million and then something goes wrong, so that's always the problem with these teams, is like if one, especially if it's not like super stable for some of the counters like Fearheads, if I get a bad rotation, a bad respawn, then it's very difficult for me to do anything. Like the Fearhead is almost down now, so okay, no more Fearhead, which is great. Smash. Almost killed it. Respawns. It's fine. Decrease speeds. Nice. See how this is how the rhythm is meant to run. When it's with Hydra, it's always about like whether you can hit critical mass. And what I mean by that is, can you hit a window where you're killing heads so quickly that they're down more than they're up? Once you hit that window, you get to very high numbers. I was able to kill that provoke head before I needed to re-provoke it. So because of that reality, I'm able to basically pump damage now because of that. So no, there's not really, unless you want to use her A2. If you want to use her A2 or her A1, then yes. Like, so if you're, for example, when you're doing boss killing, you could easily get to cap without, too much crit damage because it's single target. You can go and look for bonus damage elsewhere then. Ooh, double smash. Extend the buffs. Smash. Okay, so we've got Wrath Head. Okay, it's not too bad. So we want to probably try to get like decrease attack and that out on the Wrath Head as quickly as we can. Garrel, please chill out. There's Hex. Decrease defense, weaken. And we're probably going to get smashed. There's nothing I can do about it. I think. Let's smash that. That's okay. We've dropped turn meter at least. Decrease attack. Lovely. Well, that's okay. Because we've at least got decrease attack out. Hopefully, we don't need to worry about this. Nice. Good. Lovely. Why do you run Garrel in Rathalos? Because every single time she counterattacks, she... if you mean Rathalos, you mean Slayer set. Every single time she attacks is AoE. So I'm getting full damage on alternate form. But every so often I can repeat the damage. So every so often you'll see like a big red number, and that's because I'm repeating the damage. So her damage output is top tier, so strong. Like, see that 105,000 that popped out there? Increase attack. Oh god, she just went on a rampage. Alright, that poison cloud's a bit annoying, but we'll deal with it. Uh-oh. Stop it, Garrel. Stop dying. Behave, Garrel. Don't kill yourself, Garrel. Okay. I should have switched form. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. We might be in trouble. We'll find out. As long as the Wrathhead takes a turn before Garrel here, probably okay. It's very, like, she's got a shield, which will help. That's not going to help, though. Garrel, stop. Garrel, stop. Don't kill yourself, Garrel. Thank you. It's a bit awkward because I need to get a provoke out. Don't weak hit now. Archer. No, never mind. That's really awkward. Okay, well, we can get a Hex out at least. Decrease defense, weaken. Smash for some damage. Right, okay, so we can now do something about this. We weak hit, of course. Nice. That was a bit close. I mean, the timers now for the consumption is quite low, so we've got to be careful about that. Ugh, that was a lot of damage. I don't have a cleanse either. That's pretty rubbish right now. Archer, you better have an AoE. No, you don't. Great. Okay. Interesting thing. Lightning Cage counts as hits, so it counts as extra healing. So by putting Lightning Cage, if we hit 3, we actually healed 4 times, and we fully healed the Mikage because of Lightning Cage. So it's a funny story that sometimes it works out in your favor, because she was pretty much like not looking healthy there for a second. But now that we were able to get that, we can probably just get back rolling again. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. Let's get a cleanse out. Get decreased speed on everyone now. Lovely. Get a full heal going. Get some Hex going. Smash. Decrease defense. Weaken. Can we kill the Wrathhead, please? That would be lovely. Lovely. She's got Lightning Cage, yeah. Mainly for Mischief tanking, so that she has just an extra buff over everyone else. But when she hits 3 and it attacks, it counts as part of her attack. So whenever she attacks anyone with Hex, it heals. So effectively, Lightning Cage is 3 more 10% heals to everyone, which is great. Boom. Smash. Yeah, works with a 1-star blessing. But obviously it only does damage when you hit 3 stacks, so the enemy has to get 3 buffs. So once the enemy gets 3 buffs, you attack next, you get a heal. I would love to get decreased speed and decreased attack out. So let's try and get some damage. Let's just kill that. That. Just get this going. Decrease speed. Lovely. Garrel Smash. Lovely. Let's get Hex out on everyone. Decrease defense. Weaken. Oh, Garrel. Quadra Smash. Lovely. Keep it going. Let's go. Let's get to 300 million damage. We're on the way. There we go. 300 million damage. Pretty good going. I try to, and I should do, but honestly, for this one, I don't. I just have multiple Brimstone single targets. Let's hit this. Garrow Smash. Oh, yes. That's weak affinity. Smash. 1.7 million damage there I just did. 1.7 million damage. How crazy is that? Well, I don't know if it'll go to the turn limit, but I'll go as far as I can go, you know? Can we... Because obviously the consumption counter right now is quite low. So... Give me my Garrel back. Please give me my Garrel back. Thank you. Damn. Gotta be careful here because I'm gonna get poison cloud and there's nothing I can really do at the moment. Alright, well, we're on chill mode for a while. Nice. Don't normally like targeting the Wrath Head, I'll be honest, but I've nothing else to target right now. So... Oh, Garrel's taking a bit of a bash in there. Let's shield up, increase defense. They do, yeah. It's just awful, isn't it? It's just like you either have to accept that you're going to build a team around Shamael or Duchess or Firol, or you would do what I'm doing here, which is like accept the Fearhead is just a reality and try and just work around it and kill it quickly or something. It's frustrating. My Provoker is Archer. The Archer's the Provoker here. Like, you can just see the moment the Fearhead comes out, all of the consistency of the team just falls away a bit. Because we lose the decreased defense, we lose the weaken, we lose all these extra things we normally would get. Everything is resisting, and it's just horrible. It's like trying to kill this head now is going to be difficult. We're lucky, thankfully. There we go. Nice. Alatrain's out. I'm just going to focus fire this Fearhead now. Yeah, the poisonous word, Archer. Kill the Torment Head. There we go. No more phase. Lovely. Let's get some damage going. Now, if I can kill this Mischief Head before these heads respawn, which is going to be very difficult. One of them's always going to come up. But I can probably kill it before that other head resets. I can get 2 turns if I'm lucky. So if I reset the Termia bar, then provoke. Nice. Then I'll keep the 2 turns. See? I'll basically get 3 turns on this head on the left, which is much better than 2. So now we should get some good damage output here. This thing will have Poison Cloud, unfortunately, and there's nothing I can do about that. Let's stop this Poison Cloud. Smash. 342 mil. Decrease the speed. Let's go. Nice. 532 is so strong damage. 700k. That's that Helm Smasher proc there. That's why I really value Helm Smasher. Because if you do get it, it can just do so much damage. Nice provoke. Get this going. That was a mistake, never mind. Picked the wrong head, but it's okay. 350,000, lovely. Boom, boom, smash, smash. Got a heal reduction here. Let's make sure you always have provoke on. Got to be careful about reflect. We might get reflect buff here, but it should be fine. Mythical fusion. I don't know if they will do it, and even if they do, I think it. I don't know if they'll actually go that far, and even if they do, I don't think it will be hard to get, as in like any more complicated than a normal fusion. Yeah, the reflect buff comes up now. That's fine. Strip it away. Okay, we didn't get a provoke now, so now we need to kill this head on the right. So that's the thing. I've got plenty of forms of sources to deal with any nasty buffs. I've got a buff strip and I've got a double buff strip and a buff removal. I've got a double buff cleanse. So the team is pretty good from that angle. It's just sometimes if you get bad RNG, like now is going to be bad RNG. Because I have to try and kill this head on the right, and if I don't get any Garrel smashes, this is what's going to happen. And this is the bad RNG I was talking about earlier. This is probably going to end my run. Because it's eaten one of my damage dealers. I've just lost all of my debuffs. I've lost all of the control. And also it's on the Mischief head. There's literally nothing I can do to stop this from costing me the run. Because I have no provoke, I have no hex, I have nothing out. So unless Garrel now just continuously smashes and I just get super lucky. Like now I'm getting a bit lucky. This run is over probably. I'll have an AoE probably from Alatrian. Okay, I got super lucky. That was super lucky. That could have been a run ender. Now ideally I'd like to kill that head on the right. There we go, lovely. I'm back into control now. That was super close. I don't think they would actually make it any harder than it normally would be if they did a mythical fusion, honestly. It's just going to be constructed in a different way. It might be harder, but I don't think it will be like to the point where you have to spend lots of money. Because the thing about the fusions are they're meant to keep you playing the game. They're not meant to make it expensive. Like the fusions are meant to they try to drain your resources like they have been doing the last week and a half. To make you need the resources for the fusion, but the fusion is meant to be something you can achieve by playing the game because it keeps you engaged with the content. The fusion's coming on the 9th. It was announced when they announced the Wixwell thing. Well, we might hit 400 million. I don't want to say we will, because something bad could happen between now and then, but we're trending that way. If we can just get some better RNG around the Lydia A2, like now. Nice. And then we can get some like this. Lovely. And then we can kill the Torment Head. Nice. It's going well, this. I'm quite happy with this team. I think, if anything, failing the first run was a blessing in disguise, because we are smashing the second run. I kind of need Hex out on people, though. Get Hex debuff? Nope. Let's get Hex out. Here we go. Boom. Smash. Hex is so important. Honestly, Hex is one of the most, if not the most important debuff in Hydra. Decrease speeds. What are we going to get? Provoke Head. Of course we are. It's fine. Let's make sure you don't have anything nasty. $400 million, we're getting there. Provoke. Nice. Okay, we just need to kill and get our Lydia back. Lovely. Lydia straight back. Efficient. Just defense, attack. Smash. Killed one ahead. Lovely. How long will it go? And how long will it survive? That's the question. I don't think it's going to survive the turn limit because consumption counters are quite tough right now. And I'm not really keeping the heads like from despawning. Now we're going to get poison clouded potentially here at the moment, so... we at least get a burn off on here. Nice. Nice if I can kill this head on the right before anything comes out. Provoke. Oh, lovely. We got a provoke out. Brilliant. Didn't think I was going to get the provoke, so... hey, Short King. And there is 400 million nearly. Not quite. Not quite. Now it is. 400 million. Nice. This is my record for Nightmare. 400 million. Slayer Garrel is a monster. That's what we're learning right now. Slayer Garrel, absolute monster. This is literally the first time I've been able to run my 9 out of 9 booked Slayer Garrel on a Hydra run. So I've always had to either tank or we've had to like, or I haven't had it booked or I didn't have it in 9 pieces. There's always been something not quite right. Gotta be careful the head on the left is not under provoke right now. So let's make sure. Okay, so let's just kill the provoke head now. Smash, smash, smash. Smash. Nice. Go for 500 million. Well, we'll aim for 500 million. I don't know how... I said, I don't know how long it'll last. I've probably got, like, another 100 or 2 turns in. Like, there's time to take more turns. Because a lot of the damage is kind of done on secondary turns. Like, Michinaki's passive, Garrel's passive. All of these are done on secondary turns. Well, we're going to proc that passive before we even have a chance. Oh, we bought ourselves a turn. Okay, no, we didn't buy ourselves a turn. Gotta be careful about the provoke right now. The buffs on the enemy right now. I might have to switch form. Oh, wait. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. Archer's back. I mean, as long as we can keep popping people out of heads very quickly, then we should be okay. That's annoying. Stole all my buffs. Nice little triple tap. Reset turn meter, hopefully. Not quite. There we go. Reset turn meters. Gives me an opportunity to get some block buffs on people, basically. Garrel. Garrel, what are you doing on the front lines? Oh, she's back. Never mind. It was just a mini vacation. It was fine. Nobody saw anything. It's like, Garrel, what are you doing? Come back to me, Garrel. Oh, there's the turn limit. Okay. Okay, so 425 in 1,000. I don't know if we're going to go the turn limit. It depends. I mean, we could do. There's no reason why we can't. So long as we, you know, can keep getting people out of consumption, then we'll get there. The moment I lose one person in this team falls apart. Like, it's so sensitive to the positions. That's why I can't really fit Shamael in this team, because I'm like, if I take one component out, this team is very weak. Like, Alatrian is holding a lot of it together with his Guardian, his shielding, his increased defense. Like, a lot of these things that he's holding together are really strong. Can I have my Nakage back? Thank you. It's like these transitions here where it can go awkward, right? Where the heads respawn, I get consumption back out, and I haven't got increased defense on because you lose all your buffs. It's these moments here that I have to be mindful of. So as long as I'm, you know, I'm observing that, I should be fine. Like, he's going to proc his buff right now. Theoretically. There you go. That was the damage I was afraid of. So I want to kind of get rid of the Wrath Head right now. Yeah, the protected buffs are huge as well. Like, they can't ever strip buffs off me. I mean, it's not really a problem because the Mischief Head is doing his job. It's more he's just giving increased defense and cleanses and just keeping my team nice and healthy, you know? Okay, that's gone. Lovely. Really do need to get rid of this Torment Head. Ah, damn. Oh well, they're going to cleanse. There's nothing I can really do right now. Try and get rid of the Torment Head before they do. 436 million. We're still climbing in damage. If we get one more window where we have decapitated heads, we can really pump some damage. But this is like... This is what I'm saying about awkwardness. I've got Fear Head up, Ally Protection's up, and I've lost all my debuffs. So this... And I've lost one of my damage dealers. So if I can't get... Like... If I can't get some good damage on this head, then it's always a bit of a risky thing. So far, it's pumping good damage. And it's not a quick head, but see what I mean? This is what I'm on about. Now I've got to get rid of the barrier as well without decreased defense or weaken, and I've resisted that again, so that's really bad. So now we have to literally high roll this so much. It's actually kind of scary. I think I'm okay, though. Right, I got Whirl out, which is something. Let's just make... Ah, for the love of all that is real. Fear Head. Will you just die? Right, we're okay. I don't mind about the Poison Cloud right now. Man, see what I mean? It's like... That one head causing me that much trouble has put me in a lot of problems now because I can't touch this head for another turn, so should be okay because as long as I time it properly, I can get everything ready, and I will be able to... There's no point doing that right now. I'll be able to use Lydia to get a... hopefully this works now. Hopefully I can get a curse set. No, I didn't. Sometimes you can get a curse set on the head even if you're weak, because obviously Affinity... If you have a curse set, you can place Hex on weak hit, and then you can use the damage from the decapitation head to reflect the damage onto the head with the Poison Cloud. You can do that. But I think we're okay because I can just, like, target this head. I think we'll be alright. Smash. Poor, just. It was a bit nasty, though. So this is where that turn limit is now starting to get out of control because I haven't got control of the fight. We're going to get another full cleanse again because I haven't got Provoke. Just kind of sucks. Can we get some control, please? I think this is nearing the end of the run. Consumption. Okay, well, that's actually not so bad because it gives me an opportunity to try and get some control. Actually, that actually might save me, that consumption. Because it gives me a turn to get like some control in the fight. Okay, good. Now, hopefully I can get a Provoke on this head. Slow them down again. There's decreased defense, decreased attack. Provoke. Lovely. That was good. I think we're alright. We'll maybe be able to get 450 million, basically. I don't know how much further we'll get beyond that, because the Fear Head keeps popping out, and it's ruining my run a little bit. Okay, got decreased speed out on people. That's nice. Let's kill off this Provoke Head if we can. Okay, I guess we can't, because we now have to kill this head. Oh. Don't Poison Cloud. Please don't Poison Cloud at the most inopportune moment. It's going to Poison Cloud at the worst time, isn't it? Oh, thank God. Okay, let's just get up. Never mind. Ah, man. I can't keep on top of the consumptions now. It sucks when you lose control of a fight because, like, I just can't get on top of it. So, but I mean, 450 million is really, really strong considering it's not the best affinity for the Archer. Like, that's what you gotta, like, remember. Like, the Archer affinity here is not great. That was a mistake. I should have A1'd. kind of over now. So, I mean, it's just, I can't get on top of the consumption. Can I hit 450 million at least? Probably not. There we go. Yeah, Archer's the main problem in this run. Yeah, fine, it's pretty good in Hydra. I agree. But I mean, 449 million, you know. Look at the Garrel damage. Look at that Garrel damage. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It can be improved. And refined. And affinity specific and stuff like that. So, like, what I don't really have is very good cruelty in here. So I could always potentially switch over someone to cruelty. That could happen. I mean, the record is way more than this. Like, the record is like 1.6 billion Garrel or something stupid like that, you know? So, you know, that's what the record is at the moment. I can show you the record. That's the record so far. I don't know how Garrel is doing 1.6 billion, though. That's kind of nuts to me. I'm not entirely sure how they've got the Garrel doing so... No, it's like so insane damage. But a big part of it is the Feral. Because the Feral is able to stop a lot of the fearing. The other big part of it is the Crushing Rend, right? Let me save this. The Crushing Rend is a big part because she already ignores defense on the A3. Plus you put then Helm Smash and stuff. You can get to true damage. And when you're doing true damage A2s, that's when the damage really ramps up. Also, mine's not 4-star, so I'm missing 45% crit damage. This would have 45% crit damage. So this 6-star Crushing Rend is probably the most insane power curve you can have. It's the biggest power curve in the game. It is the biggest power curve if you can get a 6-star Crushing Rend. Yeah, in Taras. So that's the current world like record without any of the abusive mechanics. You know, and I can't get that at the moment because I don't have Grisor or anything like that. But I do have a 5-star Grisor, so if I ever pull Grisor, then that's great. So, but it is a 6-star Crushing Rend because I'm pretty sure. Well, Phil gives 20% bonus. He's probably in protection set as well, and you're getting the 20% cruelty. Taras is also giving loads of damage. You've got Grisor doing loads of damage. So what you're getting is more uptime with decapitated head. That's what I was saying before. It's, can you hit the critical mass where the Hydra heads remain dead? If you can, then Garrel is going to do so much damage because you saw with one little moment, I had like 20 seconds where I had all 4 heads killed. And I did like 40 million damage. Because smash, smash, smash. So that's the big deal. And also on this A3 here. Also on this A3 here as well. Like, you're already ignoring 30% defense, right? So 30%. Plus, if you're in Slayer, you get another one. That's 60%. Then if you get your 20% from area bonus, that's 80%. So you're already at 80% before we even count the Crushing Rend. So if you put Crushing Rend, you get 31%. This means that this does true damage. Anytime you attack with this ability, does true damage. And this ability is near enough true damage, right? Because it's like 31 plus 20, so 51, plus another 20 from area bonus, so 71%. So this is already 71%. So you put Helm Smasher in there, then that becomes near enough true damage. I don't know because you A1 a lot, so I would probably still run Helm Smasher so that you can get true damage A1 attacks. You know, and then, you know, you might even consider not being in Slayer when you go towards Merciless to get the true damage all the time, but I feel like this is better for her. And keep in mind, this Garl is not fully powered. I've still got another 1,000 attack, give or take, to come. And also some more crit damage, right? I've got a lot more damage to come from Garl. Garl can get another, like, 50 mil in the current build. So, I'm pretty happy with that. That's a good start. That's a good start to the Hydra Clash. Just put us into first position right now. Because my team has just pushed us up there. Which is great. And I currently hold... I don't know how many keys we've got. So, 7. I'm currently in position 1 of the clan. I should do this. And submit it to the clan Hydra leaderboards. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. Wow, and like 6 stars so powerful. The thing is, if I can get Garl to 4 star, you get so much more strength. 4 star is a massive break point for mythical damage dealer, because at 4 star I get 45% crit damage. Right, 45% crit damage is a lot. That is a lot to get. If you think 45% plus 20% to come there, I've got 65% more crit damage plus another 4%, so 69% more crit damage to come from just getting a 4 star and re-gearing her a little bit. That's a lot. You know, we don't really care about the rest. It's not so much a problem. Once I get to 6 star, I can change it. At the moment, Heaven Cast is the best thing I've got, but yeah, it's kind of nuts. One thing, by the way, guys, if anyone is interested in joining, we are always looking for more members for the clan cluster. We do have space amongst some of our competitive clans. We do have some casual clans if you want to just be in a bigger cluster and want to get experience from different members, like, you know, talk about the game or different things. So we are always advertising. If you want to join the clan, then you can absolutely join the clan by this link. If you want to join the clan, join the Discord message, and you kind of go into this recruiting phase, and then the clan basically talks to you about where the best fit is. So if you want to join the clan, come hang out and join the Sons of Science. We do have pretty good clans. We have like 3 competitive clans. I think one of them is like near the top here. Like, we're number 179 here, but there's also, like, we've got... Where's the main clan? 106, there you go. There's the main clan. Rocking at 106. So we're always looking. Feel free to join if you want to. I wonder if we're going to get Togrond at some point. I fear for my life when we do. Yeah, some people have been able to do some clever stuff for clan things. I don't really know how they've done it. They're up to silver. Look at that. They got silver medals down. That's kind of cool. I got to say, the banners have been very creative. They did a lot of people have done really well with the banners. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with MAD. They moved a bunch of people around, didn't they? And people left or people joined. I don't really know. 69 million. That's a crazy whale. I'm not really sure what happened. There was some sort of drama. I stay out of these things. I generally stick to my nice little clan cluster. I've been part of Sons of Science now for ages, and I think I have one of the highest contributions here. Not as high as Terrific. Terrific has been in a long time. And Pain River. Some OGs here, because we have a cluster system, right? So if you want to do a CVC window but then you want to take a break, you can. There's lots of ways you can vote up and vote down, and depending on what you want to do. So no, I'm gonna dip in a minute. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. How much player power do you need? It doesn't matter, because we have some casual clans. So it just depends on where you are in your game, right? So if you're progressing, then we have some casual clans as well. We have some competitive clans. We have a Hydra specific only clan. So there's lots of different depending what you are. When you join the Discord, the recruiter captains will ask you what kind of thing you're looking for. And they'll go through the different questions for you. So feel free to just join and there's been a lot of merges of clusters, right? Hasn't there? There's been a lot of different clusters merging, like OBV are everywhere. You know, some of the ones are still around, like ET and MAD and stuff like that, but the OCs are everywhere. We've been pretty stable, I have to say. We haven't had to do much merges. We had a bit of a drama issue with one of our casual clans, but that wasn't really a problem. But we've had our 3 main competitive clans for a while. Aftershock Elite. I wonder who's in this one. Don't even know who these are. But yeah, we've been pretty good so far. We've not had to move around. I think Hell Hades got demoted down into this one here. He's down in the Savage Pandas because Pandas converted with another cluster. I don't really know. Yeah, there was like a massive merge and then there was another merge and I'm like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. All I remember is pretty much every single Hydra clash we were facing up against an OBV cluster name, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I was like, it's like how many are there? They seem to be everywhere. They're like a plague upon us. BT4E is something to do with Dragon Ball Z. I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I knew the people in the cluster rather than it be the theme. So it's like BT4E stands for something like before the fourth something. I'm probably going to get shouted at by the leadership for not knowing. It's a Dragon Ball Z reference. So if anyone from the leadership is here, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Don't hate me. Yeah, so did anyone want to see the builds? Anyone want to see any of the builds for that last run that I just did? Hey Almighty W, you just missed my first my record, my personal record, my personal best Nightmare Hydra key. 449 million. We're just shy of 450. We had a bit of a rough time just at the last kind of 100 turns with the new fully powered 6-star Garrel. The only problem is I probably shouldn't have saved that because I was gonna do a Slayer video, and now I can't do it. And now I can't show Garrel and Hydra. It's all right though. I can show Calvalax. It's not a problem. That's all I needed to do. So Alatrian, he's in Guardian. He's probably in the most like basic build, like not really min-maxed at all, but he's still in a pretty good build, right? He's still, 300 speed, 3.7k defense, 79k HP. I built him for damage. He doesn't do damage, but I built him for damage because he's all HP based, but I figured why not? And he's just an absorber. He stabilizes the team. He keeps the team stable, and without him, the team just dies, so. Yeah, I want it for the video source I need to test Slayer for the video that I'm working on. Yeah, I can use some of the VOD, yeah, I can. It's just I need to showcase the numbers and test them. I can test her in different places as well, so it's not really a problem. Mikaga, I have her in Relentless. I'm still working on refining it. She's got new boots now, so these will be fine, but the chest piece is not ideal. But she's carrying a lot of my best Relentless gear. I've got her full damage. I don't know whether that was the right thing. I just figured I'd do it straight away. Full damage build. She's also my Finite team, right? So full damage helps for the Finite. So 5.5k attack, 57k HP, 291 speed, 317% crit damage, and of course 20% ignore defense. But you can see like a lot of this crit damage is inflated by the blessing because it's a mythical champion. Mythical champions get tremendous amounts of stats from the blessing. Huge amounts. Like basically I'm getting my entire artifact contribution of HP from the blessing nearly. So insane. It's really quite insane. You want the Garrel? Boom. Slayer sets. There is about 1,000. So a final build here will be about 375% crit damage and 7.2k attack. That's what I'll get her to when I finish refining her. Keep in mind as well, my area bonus for Hydra is really weak. It's only 12% crit damage, right? So my area bonuses for Hydra are improving, but they're still weak. So I've still got another, what is it? 18% crit damage to come. So Garrel has got 45% from her blessing, 22% or 24% from gear, on top of all of this extra crit damage and on top of like all the other stats. So it's really going to go crazy when I finish it off. So my goal is to get all these 3 to 10. I'm not really worried about the rest. These 3 to 10. Then I'm going to get the Fire Knight's ignore defense up to 20 and the speed up to 20 and the crit damage up to 20. And then I'll start putting points into Curse City for like speed and accuracy. I don't really care about the rest. Oh, you got it all ready to go, Franklin. That's nuts. Yeah, I've got a 5-star Phidias. I've got this is my 3rd 4-star Mikage. I could have had 4 4-star Mikage souls. I got a Siegfried. I got another Garrel soul. I've got a Grisor soul. Like, look how many. Like, I've got a 5-star Grisor, a 5-star Jorgid, a 5-star this, a 4-star Kaimar, a 4-star Badel, a 5-star Ethos, 5-star Gomlock. I do have him though. Wait, why have I got the Rabbit Soul? I don't think I need the Rabbit Soul. I should probably sell that. So yeah. I think 4-star is fine. It's strong, but I mean, maybe I need to review it. I'll probably review it when I do a full guide. I will be doing a guide when I do the Slayer set as well, so. Oh, it's 4-star for Hydra. Yeah, we need to change that. Absolutely. Yeah, I need to change that. We probably marked it down initially because it was very AoE. And AoE tends to be a little bit more punished in Hydra. So we probably were thinking, oh, AoE, that's probably a bad thing. And meanwhile, on the base form, she has a lot of protection and provoke. If you think about it, Bob, and take out the damage context, it does kind of make sense. Because her base form, she's got a provoke and an ally protection and a shield. So from that point of view, you'd think she's quite good, right? She's going to provoke a lot. But on the alternate form, all she does is damage. So we rated it initially based on that. But now that we've actually had a chance to play test it and obviously play with it, obviously it clearly needs to be updated. But the logic is clear why we did that. The 3-second Phantom Shogun. Yeah, it's Little Miss Annie. Little Miss Annie's can do that. Super strong. You are right. It needs to be updated. You need to get to Phantom Shogun 25. Do you have Newt? Newt is a very big way of getting through to it. I don't know how I don't know how I climbed mine. I think I just manualed it and just cleansed. You can use Stone Skin to abuse it a little bit as well. The boss doesn't hit too hard until you get up to like 22 plus. So up until those stages, you can just like auto farm it, to be honest. I think you're going to get like 2 essence rewards today, Green. Like 2 slots, so like 8. Yeah, Romantu needs to be. So we're currently now going through the process of going through all of our rank 5 legendaries. Tomorrow, all the blessings should get updated. I'm just finalizing all the code and the implementation. So tomorrow, all the blessings should get updated. There's a new system for it where we're recommending based on arena and dungeons. So tomorrow, the blessings should get updated. And then hopefully we can just start working through some of the dated guides. I mean, there's so many champions. It is a tall order, and YST's working his best. But when they release new champions, and especially mythical champions, they're very difficult to do because there is so much of their kit that we need to assess and test. Like there's 2 forms. How do those forms perform in multiple areas? It's essentially like trying to make a guide for 2 champions. It's a lot of work. So, but yeah, the blessings hopefully should be all up to date tomorrow. As long as I don't get caught up into too many different things. That's my plan. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it there. I've got to go eat and rest. So I will be back on Monday. The videos hopefully should start up soon. I said this last time, but I'm trying to get balance back in terms of my time. So hopefully the videos should start back up. I've got a Riho guide, Slayer guide, and I've also got a Garrel guide that I want to do. So we're going to get those out. I will probably do a video as well going over which epics you should keep duplicates of. So that's, I think, a very valuable video to have at this point as well. Like what epics are really worth holding on to. And I'll probably do it based on like which epics are in the epic only rooms of all the Synchronous rotations that really hurt. So we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. And I will see you in the next stream.